Good evening, folks. Welcome to Game Therapy. We are back. It is Thursday, the 10th of September. I'm Bruce, and I'm going to introduce you before we go any further to the rest of my fellow players tonight. I'm going to go round the table as I see them on my Zoom window. Hopefully that should line up with what's shown to our viewers here in Twitch. Marcus, introduce Grin to us, please.
Hey, I'm Marcus, and I'm playing Grin, the Goblin Scout, a legacy of the Black Drum Legion. My father, grandmother, and even the milkmen who visited my mom were all part of the Black Drum, and so am I.
Awesome. Tim, good evening, mate.
Good evening, I'm playing Lord Strum, an exiled warlord, now full-time archer for the Black Company.
Thank you. And Matt?
I'm Kidney O'Malley, and I'm a half-orc cleric of Exofa. It doesn't actually, I haven't actually told people what the other half is. That's none of your business.
Beautiful. Thank you, Matt. And welcome back again, Nacho.
Hey, hello everyone. I'm playing Nacho. I'm playing tonight Zubluk, the sullen orc soldier, captured a long time ago, but got integrated into the group. She actually plays it out like she's being despised all the time, but actually appreciates the crew.
Thank you very much. And I'm playing Rathor, now a warrior, but formerly an escaped prisoner who has also joined the company. Wields a two-handed sword and doesn't have a lot to say about things of an intellect, but yeah, likes to think actions speak louder than words. And of course, last but not least, Judge Brendan. How you doing, mate? Good evening.
I am doing wonderful. Thank you very much for that wonderful introduction for everybody, Bruce. Super excited to have everybody here, and thank you all for tuning in. And for everybody watching on Twitch, big hello and greetings, and thanks again for watching our show and being into Dungeon Crawl Classics and everything we do here at Goodman Games. So let's go ahead and set the scene. So so all of your characters, you guys are part of the upper echelon of the Black Drum Legion. You guys are a mercenary army in a fantasy world, and none of you have been with the company for less than 5 years, and in some cases, like Grin's been here for generations. His whole family's been part of the Legion, forever, and so depending on who you are, your identity is somewhat tied up in it. But this is a professional army that has been on the move. It goes from contract to contract. Currently, you are part of a really intense war right now. So in the world that we're talking about here, patrons walk the earth along with everybody else. Okay, so currently you are actually you are under a warlord. You're under a captain who's under a warlord who, if you go up high enough, you actually get to Azi Dahaka. So this is actually a professional company that has been like sort of contracted by you. You are basically fighting on the side of the Demon Lord of Storms, and have been for quite some time against various other professional companies. But a lot of the main conflict over the last 10 years or so has been Azi Dahaka, who's contracted the Black Drum Legion, fighting against the agents of the Three Fates, who have been, so now you guys have been at war now for a while, okay? Right now, when we actually start, you guys are actually camped out in front of the Temple of Fate, which is this huge, big, it's called the Temple, but really this is a reinforced castle / keep, highly defensible, huge wall, it's got like a huge wall around it, and around the outside of that wall is an improv wall, like just a wall of anti-siege weaponry machine, bits and pieces that are all out there. There's wire out there. There are trenches, and on the outside of that is y'all, because you guys have been actually camped out here for like a week and a half. This is the beginning of a siege, and right now the plan is to sort of like force them. Your plan is to choke them out and force them to actually come to blows with you, and their plan is to sit there and not have that happen if that's at all possible. So this has been going on for a while. There hasn't been a whole lot of conflict. There are sentries that are walking the thing, and every once in a while an arrow will come over, or you will catch a spy, or one of your spies that are trying to get into and out of the castle will get caught. In one memorable case, got catapulted out and landed there right in the middle of dinner. It wasn't a good look, and no one even knew he was a spy. That's how the Black Company does it. So it's like, I guess Iron Mike was in there sneaking around for us, huh? Sorry, Mike.
Was funny though.
Yeah, I mean, it was it was the talk of the camp for a minute there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was that was highly entertaining. But when this starts off, each one of you guys are actually asleep. All of you guys are. It is about 2 a.m. When Billy Backwash, member of the company, low-ranking member, comes and silently wakes each one of you up, and like comes around, like creeps into your individual tents. It's like, shh, 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 shh. They need you in the command tent. It's a meeting. Bring all of your gear because you're leaving tonight. I'm told, but I have no information other than that. Sorry to bother you. So he comes around and sort of like wakes all of you up, and which basically means it's time for you guys to get your gear on. So at about 2:30 or so in the morning, all of you trundle into the command tent, and you're at the highest commander of your portion of the army, Captain Franks is in there. Captain Frakes is in there, along with not one, not two, but all 3 of the wizards that you guys have part of your company. These are not like standard DCC wizards. They don't have that full range of powers, but they have other powers and abilities. Most of their offensive stuff is illusion based. They do have some limited offensive capacity, but they're all good is they can all, however, reach out and talk to spirits and reach out and tell all the signs and such. So the company's 3 wizards are there. It's Deft, Threepenny, and Menace, who are all and so they're all there and kind of like grubbies. You can tell people are pissed that they're up this early. They're all of them except for Menace, who looks very, very anxious and such. Frakes is like, gentlemen, thank you all for coming in today. So about our current situation. We have uncovered obviously we're out here. Obviously we're trying to take one more siege against this temple. This is the 3rd time I've laid siege to this temple in my career. Man and boy, why don't we just burn the damn place to the ground? You'll never be able to answer that to me correctly. However, here's the orders from up top. Okay, so we have more wizards on our side. Our opponents have one really powerful one. That's Largo. Largo is incredibly dangerous, and he has some kind of artifact that lets him summon monsters. He has got to go. So it has been decided that apparently we've uncovered a plot to actually kill all of our wizards. They're actually sending assassins and agents after them, even as we speak. I'm not understanding. And for the first time, your little cabal of wizards, Daft and Threepenny, both kind of like wake up, like, what? People are out, He's like, yeah. So we have to. Here is the plan. Okay. We're going to send you guys in ahead of time. Apparently, Largo, their wizard, is doing this. And we have a plan to draw him out, and that is when, in the middle of this thing, the actual roof of the tent, the whole tent just gets ripped up from above. Okay, and hovering over it, you see this incredibly strange creature, the likes of which you've never seen before. It is the size of let's take a small dragon. Okay, so it probably weighs like maybe 1,000 or 2,000 pounds, but it's a great big thing. It has got 3 heads. Each one of the heads ends in a bulldog's head, like an actual head, like a chimera style bulldog head. It's got an elongated body with kind of like gray skin, and it's got like these sort of butterfly wings coming, like actual butterfly wings coming out of the back of this thing. It rips this tent off and like starts, arcing down at you. And hovering above it somewhere, you see a glowing figure that's trapped like in some kind of a bubble. And everybody make me a luck check. D20 roll glow under your luck.
Just rolled a 20.
No.
That's how this game's going to go,
I rolled
guys.
a 19. Anybody got 18?
I made it. 12.
Not me.
Okay,
That's
you
one.
folks who made it, you recognize. So, like I said, the guy in the bubble up there is up like 50 feet in the air and such. But you recognize it as the opposing side's war wizard, Largo. Largo is like the man told you. You've got more wizards, but Largo is more dangerous than all 3 of them combined. Supposedly he's hundreds of years old. He's got access to all kinds of dangerous artifacts, and he's like the main player on the side of the three fates at all times. So and this creature, however, is your immediate issue because it is getting ready to come down and bite the mess out of somebody. So let's go ahead and roll initiative. I got my big red die back, kids, so we're in play. Wow. Bad guys are going to start off on a 13 today. Oh, let's start with you. Matt, how'd you do? That's a big 6 for O'Malley.
That's with my agility modifier. -1.
I mean, it's 2:30 in the morning. You haven't had a cuppa yet, and the tent just got ripped up in the sky by a monster. I'll give you a break for taking a minute to react to that kind of action.
So this was not the first part of the plan where they were drawing him out?
I mean, they wanted to
We kept drawing him out.
Not only did we draw him out,
Understood. What's the second part?
So,
Exactly.
Pee your pants. That was the second. I remember that meeting specifically.
Lord Strum's. All right. So, Grin, what do you get for initiative?
Also 6.
Hey,
Also 6. Who has the high agility out of O'Malley and
patheticness here? Yeah,
O'Malley and Grin? Who has the high agility out of the two of y'all?
I have a 6.
And my modifier, I got a +1.
So,
All right.
I also-
So,
Oh, sorry,
you go before Grin.
13 on my agility. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. So, Nacho, tell him about Zublus. How'd he do? Zublug, how'd he do?
8. So
You got an
you're
8
really setting
for
everybody's
Zublug.
pants on fire today. Let me tell you.
It's okay though. You know what? I believe Lord Strum's going to turn the whole thing around and go first. Lord Strum, how you living?
Big 18.
Big 18. See, I'm telling you, he had that "I'm going first" look in his eye.
Big
Me and
18
Tim,
energy.
Me and Tim got a unconscious.
The morning
I heard your call.
And last but never least, Bruce, how does our cousin Rathor?
I also got a 6. I have a 9.
What in
for
the
my
name
agility.
of
Yeah,
Frog?
6.
We are
I think it's because
the
my
demons.
my old schoolmate
That's what
Paul is
happens when
hanging
you
out
work
in
for a
Twitch
demon,
chat,
friends.
and Paul is one of the people who introduced me to the joys of Iron Maiden, so that's why we got
Oh,
666.
what's up, Paul? How you doing? Paul, in the Twitch chat, I'm gonna the long time debate between my friends: Superior Record, Power Slave, or Number of the Beast.
Number of the beast.
I want to hear your opinion. I know, right? But I got a Power Slave fanatic in my extended circle. I don't even get that, dude.
No way.
So, he loves Aces High. All right, so that is Rathor. Cool. All right, cool. So Lord Strum, you are first. So this creature is hovering right above you. Giant butterfly wings, probably like a 30-foot wingspan with these things. Like actually hovering. You can't believe how anything this heavy can hover. 3 long necks, each neck ends in a bulldog face, and the thing is coming down to you. It's got these kind of like little grinchy claws, and it's getting ready to jam on something. But you go first. So what are you gonna do?
Okay, so just to confirm, as a Hobgoblin Archer, I'm assuming I don't have a deed die.
Yeah, you got a deep dive, I believe. Don't you have a look at your?
I'm notoriously terrible for reading these character sheets, so I
What's your
don't see
attack?
one.
What's your attack modifier?
D1d5. There it is. Hey, see,
Yes,
I knew that you'd help me.
I'm here for you.
All right, so for my deed, I'm going to try to blind the dragon creature.
Okay, you can go for it.
All right.
Hey, Brendan, just to get this straight, what's so is there any hierarchy among us? I mean, between the 5 of us, or is
Okay, so you guys are all what are called elite skirmishers. Okay, you guys are all sort of like on, like you have all been from different parts of the army. You are so good at what you do. Like no one can deny that the 5 of you are pretty much the best fighters on the group. And so when you kind of as skirmishers, you kind of have like a separate sort of a ranking thing. Think of yourselves along the lines of lieutenants, but it's an unofficial thing. Like you can definitely tell a sergeant, but a general can definitely tell you. But there's, you guys are all, you're a little tiny elite force within the elite force. And most often in the last couple of years, it's been the 5 of y'all working together. If you weren't actually commanding units or training people, it's been like, if they're hey, we heard they've got an ogre, send the skirmishers. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got to, escort the wizards to a place, send the skirmishers. So that's how it's been with you guys.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so I got a 4 on my deed, 25 to hit, 9 damage.
Boom! And you got a 4 on the deed. So the creature. So I am going to go ahead and say, with a 4 on the deed, go ahead and roll me a d6.
All right, that is a big 3, right in the middle.
All right. So. All right. And tell me how much damage again. I'm sorry.
9.
So it is still up, but I am going to go ahead and say that you have blinded one of its heads for 4 rounds.
Okay.
And so its one head's going to get a -2 hit. So it is their turn. So here comes creature. So the creature comes down and it is going to let's see. It actually goes down to the other side of the you guys are all sort of being spoken to along with the wizards. It lands sort of right in front of you between you guys and the commander. So it's going to attack one. It's going to attack Menace, who's one of your wizards. Here it comes. Is going to be a miss. I can't believe that. Menace dodges out of the way and whatever. The second one is the blinded head. It's only going to get to roll a d16, but here comes that bite attack. It goes with the commander. That's going to hit. So the head that you blinded last round seems to still be able to perceive somehow. You can tell it has a hard time, but it goes over there and it's going to bite Captain Frakes. For 16 points. Hey, guess what? So Captain Frakes he rips Captain Frakes' chest apart.
Oh.
He staggers backwards, falls to his knees, and dies. 16 big ones. And the last one's coming at one of y'all. Roll. Yeah. Sup, Bruce? He decides, this last head has decided that he's very, very upset and is, he's against the whole Rathor thing. So here comes that attack roll. That is a total of a 14. Does that get you?
Do you want to burn a point of luck, Brendan?
Hey! Yeah,
Sorry, running joke.
I got you.
No, you missed.
Yeah, so this thing snaps at you bites an inch away from your face. It's weird. This thing's breath smells like flowers. It's the weirdest thing. It's almost as if someone took a bouquet of roses and tried to smack you in the face with it. It's the strangest thing. Wow. That is it. So it is going to be Zublug. You are next. So the creature is now on the ground. So if you can picture it, it's there kind of looking, you're off to its left and it's got one head facing your way. And the other heads are one head is sort of going ahead and it's the one that went after and tried to kill your one wizard Menace. And the other head is facing this direction, and that is the one that just eviscerated poor Captain Frakes. So it is your turn.
Okay, so I dodge and duck out of the way, and in one of those,
combat roll, baby.
I take my javelin, spit in my hand, take a little bit of dirt from my homeland, calmly just put it in the pointy end. And actually, I take an aim at our friend Largo or Margo, whatever.
Largo.
So how far is he?
He is about 60 feet up. So with your
javelin, wow. Okay, yeah. That's for a javelin. I think that's
you can do it. I think you're at a minus. But let's get the actual bit. All right, your javelin for future reference is 30, 60, 90. It's at medium range, so you're -1 hit.
-1? Okay, try to do that. So my deed will be, I guess try to bring him down. I don't know, whatever's gonna happen with that. Okay, so that's 11. Yeah, that's 11 -1. Oh, +2 because it's my lucky weapon. So that would be a 12 total.
Okay, so on a 12. Still do roll. You don't hit the wizard, but do roll damage for me, please.
Okay. That would be 8 points.
Okay, so here is what happens. You bounce off the that shield thing he has. You fire one up there, and it bounces directly off of that. But it seems that he, it for a moment you see all it's like electricity fills around the whole outside of that globe. But he does not look harmed to you. It's he looks like nothing happened.
That's fine.
So
Okay.
yeah. So it is. So it is O'Malley and then Grin.
All right, I'm gonna try to
We're here at the sixes.
curse Largo.
All right. I wanna
The
see.
range on a curse is line of sight,
Oh,
and I'm hoping it won't rebound off of his invisible shield.
probably not. He is very visible, giant bubble, soap thing.
All right, so +7 on the roll is 22.
Heck yeah.
So inflicts a -2 luck penalty, -2 penalty to one other statistic, and a specific physical or mental limitation. I can choose cannot speak, and I'm going to go with cannot speak.
Not last score.
Let's see. So
Sucks.
duration.
Shut up, Largo.
Yeah. So the duration is ongoing until some specific condition is met. It must have meaning to the cleric's deity. So I will say that he must win against overwhelming odds before the curse will be lifted. He must snatch victory from defeat.
All right, here comes that saving throw for Largo.
DC.
I mean, he's got a good one, but I got no luck points to spend, as Bruce has kindly pointed out already. So, no, so he's like, and now I shall. And like he just gets red faced. That was such a good move, man. Well played.
Kidding.
He's just like, and just looks furious at this. That's gonna change his whole plan up. Okay, but you know what though? That's cool. Grin, it's your turn.
Brendan, you'd said so. Our wizards. These are our 3 only wizards, correct?
Yeah, the whole army, the entire Black Drum Legion. You've got these 3 guys. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then I am going to concentrate on corralling them and getting them towards a larger mass of soldiers. So like some of our archers or whatnot to be bodyguarded. So I'm grabbing them and then working my way to hide and try to climb up on this thing later on. So
Okay, so you're gonna get the 3 of them and sort of like move, idiots, and get them out of there.
corral them.
Get them, corral them and get them back to where they'll be safe. Perfect. All right, cool. All right. Okay, then for their action, they're gonna go on the base is all going on initiative 1. That's the other soldiers and whatnot and such. So on 1, I will say that on 1 they're being corralled by you. None of them are going to fight that and such. Although one of them is going to cast a spell, even so. So that's awesome. So you're getting those guys out of there. So it's a Rathor. What are you going to do, bro?
Okay, so the head that just snapped at me but missed, I'm going to get a good grip on my 2-handed sword. I'm going to try and drive it vertically up into the head. My deed being to try and take the jaw out, or, I mean, hopefully get the pointy bit out the top of its head and take that head out. But
Done.
at least
You need
stop
a brain
that.
stinker.
At least stop that head, that mouth doing too much damage. Yeah, that's not going to go down though, because I just rolled a 3. 5 on the D die, but that's going to be an 8. That's going to be... Hang on. That's going to be an 8, 9, 10, 11... What do I need?
15.
Do you know what? It's a one shot. I'm burning 3 points. I'm burning 4 points of luck. I'm burning 4 points of luck
Doing it.
on my first
There you
attack.
go.
First
Let's do
attack.
this.
I love it, man. I got you. All right. So yeah, that's a 5 on that D die. I got to respect the heck out of that. So go ahead and give me a damage.
That is 13 points of damage, including the deed.
Nice.
Okay, 13 points of damage. That's terrible. So
think you got
I
your
will
rank
say, all right. So the beast is still alive, but you go up right under that thing. Mission accomplished. That sword comes out of the top of its head, and it kind of falls over there and like falls in front of you. So one of the heads is disabled. So it's only going to get its 2 attacks that are going forward. And when it falls forward, like the cut where you did it, first you're like, this thing's blood is just flying everywhere. But then you realize it's actually bleeding rose petals. Like actual rose petals are falling out of this thing. They're kind of like swirling all around the camp, like all around it, like where the tent was at this point. Just like,
gross.
So there you go. So outside so now it is 1. The camp goes. The 2 sentries are out there like, they're yelling, get in here, we're under attack. Monsters. And you hear people starting to get their crap together out there in the the mass of where all of the soldiers are. Now they're not going to fire into a melee, but let's go ahead. Everybody, all of y'all, roll me a d20. This is everybody who's handy are just going to throw javelins and spears and whatnot up at Largo, and on 20, it takes a 20. But all y'all roll a 20. You're rolling for like men of the Black Drum right now. So anybody gets a 20 or better can do some damage to him. Oh, you got a 20. Hush.
You got a 20. Yep.
Nice. Roll me some damage, man. Roll damage.
9.
That's hilarious. All right, yeah. So Sergeant Leftowitz just comes up there like, just throws a pretty one, sails up there, and like somehow it goes like it hurts the shield, but it actually the wizard gets feedback from it. And he would yell and curse him back, but he can't talk. So he just makes a face like, and the fight continues. He is going to. So the 3 wizards are allowing themselves to be trundled out, with one exception. 3 Penny's actually going to cast a spell on Corinne. He's like, and like, here comes his check. Okay, Penny. Yeah. Okay, once. Okay, so for 4 rounds, you have this illusion in front of you of just shifting plates of darkness that sort of like move around in front of you and such, and that is going to give you plus 1d on any hide, sneak, and stealth checks.
Okay, perfect.
But he doesn't get to. So the other 2 make their full move away. 3 Penny only goes his half move because he had to, stand back, like he cast a spell on you as he was doing it and such. And that is what is up. So it is the top of the order. And like the last thing you hear, like somewhere off in the distance, horns start sounding. You believe that they are essentially. All y'all know that means that at the same time this is going on, they have just started pouring out of the temple itself, and are probably getting ready for a late night, early morning assault to pair up with this thing. So go ahead, and that is what happens. Lord Strum, it is your turn, bro.
All right. For my deed, I was going to attempt to blind head number 3, but I got a 1 on the deed and rolled an 8. So.
I gotcha. All right. So you take a shot at that. Let's see. Go ahead and give me a luck check. Roll me a d20 and roll low. I'm assuming you're firing an arrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll that.
I missed it by 8. So.
You missed your luck check by 8.
Yes.
Yeah. So give me one more attack roll there.
All right. So that is a 15 total.
Hey, that's a good roll.
Yeah, that's pretty good. What is Kidney's armor class?
That's a 15 there.
Yeah, man. Do me an arrow damage there on top of everything else for Mr. O'Malley.
Right, here we go. 2.
Dude,
Right.
don't shoot the healer. Please don't shoot the healer.
Die healer.
So you only got a 1 on the D die, so that works in your favor there. So you took some friendly fire there. That thing swoops past.
Yep.
So the creature this round, it's got 1 head blinded, 1 head disabled. So it is going to whip around with that 1 head, and it's going to try to attack Rathor. You're getting blinded head this round. It is going to get a total of a 9. I'm assuming that hits nobody. And the last head, it is going to whip around and try to go after. Let's see. It's going to be sub move and this and such. Guess what, Bruce? You get another attack because you're standing your ground with a two-handed sword. And I got my full dice this time. So, yeah, that time, that's going to be a total of 19 on you. It bites the mess out of you, and you are going to take 9 points of damage. Sorry, wait, 9 plus. You know what? Let me take a look here before I speak out of turn.
I hate when he's got to look up the plus.
I know, right? You take a total of, it could have been worse, you take a total of 11 points of damage as it bites the mess. I think it's my second 11. And then this round, the wizard up there, he retrieves something out of his, bag, whatever and such, and points it over there. And suddenly, there is another bubble that appears around Deft, one of your other wizards. Oh, no, I'm sorry, no, the one that would be the first one is 3 penny. So the wizard that just cast a spell on Grin, this bubble appears around him. He tries to break out of it, and bangs into it. And then he rises up into the air along with Largo. The two of them take off and are now sort of moving away from the castle, though. They're headed in the far direction over there. So that is what is up. And he can't cast any spells, so that is it for all of them. It is Zublug. It is your turn.
Okay, so given the height that they're reaching, does it make any sense to follow them up, or it's really something doesn't make any sense?
I would say you can get one more shot at the wizard at a D16 this round, as he is now an extreme.
No, I mean actually following them up, across the land to see where they're going, or if they're really taking off very high.
Right now, they just went up this round to kind of get out of range, so you're not sure. Right. But I will say this: they went up very quickly, So.
All right. In that case, I think I'm going to draw my spear and try to take out one of the heads, the one that's still doing well. Okay, so here I go. Okay, no deed. 10. Yeah, I'm gonna miss with that one. Yes. Yeah, total 10.
All right, yeah. You bounce, you try to hit this thing, but you do not penetrate its scaly hide. That's all right, though, because it's time for 666, y'all. O'Malley, you're up first.
All right. I will quote from the Book of Exopha, chapter 7, verse 13. When the Rex stepped forward and spake unto them, bang a gong, get it on, bang a gong. And then I will lay hands on Rathor.
That's awesome.
That one's gone. Oh, that's a good one. So that is, you're only first level, but it would be 2 hit dice of healing.
No, you're. That's one thing. A mistake I made. All of your characters are actually 3rd level, but I didn't change the sheet there. Hey, you were one caught mistake away from all being woodcutters again this week. So.
Hey.
What's your alignment? What's Rathor's alignment?
I made my luck check, Bruce.
I'm neutral.
Neutral.
Yeah.
Then you get 2 dice of healing. 2 hit dice.
That's great. Thanks, Matt.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool.
Oh, my lucky Gary can't die.
Yep, and you know what, Matt? Did you know that T-Rex is one of my all-time favorite bands?
I just assumed since you're pretty cool, and I mean,
There you go.
T-Rex, bro.
Man, you're getting a luck point for T-Rex reference.
Oh yeah.
The one time T-Rex luck bonus you're getting today.
All right.
For healing somebody and quoting my boys. So.
Damn.
All right, so that was awesome. So it is Grin, and then Rathor. Grin, you are like I said, you are completely right now. When you look at it, you see these shifting things in front of you. It's sort of like with bars of blackness that are sort of keeping you from being seen or whatever. So it is your turn.
Okay. And they have gone up fast enough. I can't do anything insane like jump on the bubble that 3 pennies is.
Nah, he's like at this point he's like 60 feet up high in horizon.
I'm gonna. I think I feel like I need to keep my eye on Largo, so I'm gonna sling a stone at him, but I'm keeping an eye on to where they're going instead of attacking the beast.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna like spend this round consciously watching to see the direction
Where
they
they
go in.
Where they go,
Right.
yeah.
Gotcha. All
Yeah,
right,
because I don't think I was gonna fire a sling stone at him, but they're far too up and about for it. But I'm trying to keep my eye on at least where they're going. If they're not heading back to the temple, they must be heading, someplace else.
I mean, 80 feet is medium range for a sling.
Sling it.
Yep. All right. Do it. So you're at full numbers. So take a shot.
I did, and the night's so dark, it's tough to really get a good shot in, and so I rolled a 4.
Okay. Here it goes. Smash cut to the extreme, like east of the camp. What the crap?
Yeah.
Was that the horn? It's like, ow! 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 What the heck? We're under fire. Get in there.
Sorry, Jerry.
Damn it, Jerry! And don't lose my stone. That's a good. My father handed down that sling stone to me.
That stone has been in the Black Drum Legion for 17 generations.
Really, it's smooth to perfection.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, is Rathor. Rathor, your turn, bro.
So is this beast still here, or did it take off with the wizard?
The beast is still here. Okay. One of its heads is dead, thanks to one head can't see and is like swishing around like whoa. And the last one is up and just tried to bite you in the
Okay.
just got you. So yeah.
Yeah, just going to try and do the same again.
Alright, same the second head.
So that is 3 on the deed.
Okay.
18, 21.
Big old hit. Cool. Nice.
So that is 10. That's 13 again.
Oh, no.
Gosh, you were putting the bricks in this thing. Nice. So here's the thing. Like
Look at
you're
the
not.
feeling.
I know, right? Yeah, you're not. Like that one rocked it. And I will say that because you got a 3 in the D die, I will say that you hit him in the jaw, and that middle head is now a -1 to hit until that heals. Okay, so it'll still be. So we now have injured head and head blinded for 2 more rounds.
Oh, he won't have to worry about healing. That's not going to be an issue.
It's not gonna be any shit for the rest of his life. His jaw bothered him. That's what it's gonna be like. All right, cool. All right, well that was awesome, and it's the top of okay. So so here it goes. At this point, infantry guys start rushing in. So all y'all can make a D20 +1 spear attack versus the monster. This is basically the rest of your guys from the camp spilling into the command tent and trying to get a shot in this thing.
I got a nat 20.
Kid.
Nice.
That's it's just a 0 level guy, so you were only rolling a die 4 for that. But roll me damage plus a D4 crit.
I rolled the D8 with it and got an 8 on that, so I don't know. But the crit result is a 2.
The crit result
to promote
is
this particular guy.
We're gonna bring him up here. Let's okay. If you're somebody in the chat room, let's have a name for our new infantryman. What are we gonna call him? And if there's something quirky about him, we should know. If it's not like real, if it's something we can use, it's in there. So let's somebody come up with a name for the rock and roll infantryman that just hit this guy for 8 points of damage. What'd you get for his what do you call it? His
Maybe his name is Bolin.
Bolin. See, you're already getting your luck point, bro. It's not happening.
Yeah.
Now, if his name had been Gardenia and or the Mighty Slug, I might have said, all right.
Those are both very fine
that
suggestions.
that fumbled slingshot was like a spaceball ricochet, wasn't it? I mean,
Dude, see, I
sorry,
had no
big fan
idea.
here too.
No, I had no. We should have been talking about this. All right, this is putting a pin in this discussion because I'm the biggest. All right, yeah, somebody in the crowd call him Bolin to the mark. It's canon. It's Bolin. It is Private Bolin of the infantryman Bolin. All right, thank you. I can't pronounce your handle. Zimsgull. Thank you, Zimsgull. You're the man. And he is Bolin of the Mark. I love it. All right. But I still need that crit number. What, Matt? What'd you get for a crit for him?
Well, I rolled a 2.
Oh, 2. So that's a foe jabbed in eye. I think people can't stop trying to blind these things. It's going to do plus 1d4 damage and an ugly bruise.
All right, it's 4. So that's max damage on the D8, and then max damage on that. So 12 damage total.
Bolin is not messing around. All right, so so this thing, he runs in and just bites the mess out of it. And once again, like out of his eye, there are just these rose petals just sort of like flutter out of it, and they're like kind of like hovering in the air around you guys. And this whole place, it smells like a botanical garden here where you guys are fighting right now, where this thing is just, these rose petals are swirling around. And at this point, there are so many of them that everyone's going to be a -1 to hit this thing. As part of his natural defenses are now this thing sort of like whipping around him and making it really hard to like to even to where he is. And you can tell it's just going to get worse per round until he dies. So keep in mind. All right, so that was awesome on the part of the. Also, you guys hear people starting to like get assembled outside. You hear answering things, and like the sound of far off battle comes from you don't know wherever and such. Somebody runs over to Lord Strum and tries to heal him. It's not happening. He's not. He's looking really bad. And they're like, not Lord Strum, sorry.
Captain Frakes.
Captain Frakes. They're like, God, that thing got Captain Frakes. Kill it. Comes up from one of the guys in the background. Break it out. Initials plus Nazgul. Oh, I get it. DBM Nazgul. Gotcha. DBM Nazgul. Thank you, DBM Nazgul. That's awesome. It should have been DBA. He was doing business as a Nazgul. I like it. DB. All right. So that's the whole thing. Now it's Lord Strum. That's why I had you on my mind, man. You're what are you going for?
Do we have an official policy on what happens if the wizard is captured by the enemy? Am I supposed to kill our wizard or shoot at the enemy wizard in terms of priority of targets?
I like it.
You would definitely think enemy wizard is the only way to fly at this point.
Just, wanted to make sure that we didn't want the wizard against us problem, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm going to call him,
at,
he is officially medium range at this point, so you're at -1.
Got it. All right. So that is a total, including the -1 and a 3 on the deed, of 18.
Nice.
So I'm just going to try to kill him.
Yep.
So damage. 3 on the deed plus 4 on the 7 damage.
Okay, so for a moment, now he's far off now, but you track him, you get your shot off. It actually emits some light, which makes it easier to hit this guy, because right now you're fighting by starlight and a quarter moon, But you definitely hit that thing and did some more damage to whatever it is he's flying around in. You can't tell from this distance if you actually did any damage to his person, but and he's not talking because.
Yeah, because he can't.
It's like Johnny Tight-Lips. Where did they get you? I ain't saying nothing. What do I tell the doctor? Tell him to go suck a lemon. All right. So it is their turn. So the creature goes. All right, I got it. Injured head first. Injured head coming after Rathor. Here it comes. With my -1, that's a 16 -1, 15. Did 15 get you?
Yes.
Oh, shoot, crush. We need a Jonas. We need a Jonas here, messing up my guys. Bruce Rathor is going to take the craptacular damage of 6 points.
So that's the 6 that just got healed.
Yeah, so there's that. But I mean, it all comes
6
down.
I wouldn't have had.
Yeah, the 2 of them up in the sky start like streaking away, and the wizards that you sort of like had one of them like it'll be Malice. Malice, like he had been over there, and now he runs in to actually do something. He is casting a spell. Okay, so suddenly we roll 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, Zublug. Suddenly, you see that like flitting around your head, there is a red berry. Is the only way to describe this thing. butter, like big old dragonfly wings. You know what I'm saying? It's like little like cute, but Tinkerbell, whatever. But it's all red, little natty outfit, and it's so like it's around your head. It's like looking at you and pointing, like pointing north, kind of in the direction where those things headed towards. You know what I'm saying? Like in the direction that you saw the two bubbled Largo and Threepenny are headed. This creature is like trying to like urging you on there and such. And that is what they do. So it's actually Zubluk. It is your turn.
So, but this was cast by Largo, or
no? This was cast by
Malice.
Yeah, Malice.
Really? Okay.
Menace.
By one of your wizards.
Oh, why didn't he just tell me outright? This is his way of communicating orders to me.
The way of that's the thing. The wizards, a lot of the stuff they do is couched in illusion and trickery. They have real power, but these guys don't really have these aren't fireball magic illusions. You know what I'm saying?
They're quirky.
They're quirky, and each one has their own individual weird style. You know what I'm saying? So like, you haven't worked with Malice before, but Threepenny is almost strictly illusion. That's almost all he can do. But he can use them to do all kinds of stuff. He can make you an illusionary shield that will make an archer miss. You know what I mean? You don't know how it works, but it does. All right, so that is what happens, and it's your turn.
Yeah. You know what? So I see this monster attacking all my buddies here, and there's this wizard just tell me to do funny stuff with.
Well, you got wings now.
Screw the fairies.
Wings, right?
What was that?
He gave you wings?
No, he summoned this tiny little fairy that's like sort of like flitting about Zublug's head. But you look over there, you don't see anything.
Right. I just like try to swat it and then attack the monster anyway. Yeah.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
Okay, so I attack one of the head that's still.
You're going for the
acting. Yeah, the one that's all right. Yeah, the one that's healthy. Okay, and I got 13.
Total 13?
Yeah, let's burn a couple of points of luck there.
All right, those points of luck. Go do it up.
All right, does that work? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so that'll be a total of 9 points.
9 points. Well, I got some, here's one for the infantry. Zubluk runs over there, and even with all of this stuff, like flitting. Oh, did you include your minus one?
Yeah, I rolled a D16.
Right, cool.
D16, right?
So he charges right up and like basically breaks trail through all of these flying flower petals and gets over and just stabs the mess out of this thing. And it like all of its heads for a moment go up and roar, and out of them all just come like an erupt. There's no sound, just an eruption of purple flowers just up into the air, pluming up like 40 feet up. Then they fall all over the place, and then the creature falls down there and it just completely collapses where it was, and that is what you see. Creature is dead. Outside, you still hear stuff going on, and there's still obviously an assault going on over there. You hear sergeants getting their units together and shouting out orders and things, and you start hearing the far off twang of arrows as archers are starting to get deployed against. You don't know if that's your archers or their archers that are happening and such. The one, Private Bolin he runs up, looks down at Frakes, looks over at you, and he's like, what are your orders, sirs?
Follow the wizard. Apparently, a fairy told us to do so.
Yeah. Malice walks over to you and is like, follow the fairy. It'll take you where you need to go. Getting Threepenny back, even though he is mostly useless, has to be the highest priority right now. We need all the magical power we can have. If I know Largo, he'll certainly torment him for a while and try to get him to reveal the secrets of his magical powers before he actually... So, chop. This
guy's annoying.
I'll turn to Bolin and say, grab a shield, rearm yourself, and you're coming with us.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You got it. So yeah, he goes and Bolin goes and grabs his shield and gets his gear together and is getting ready to do whatever and such. As you guys are standing around, one of the guys that ran over and hit this part of that crew that rushed in and helped you guys fight the monster. It's like, look, and now like the monster, it's slowly becoming like a low hill covered in plants and flowers. You can watch as these things are like springing forth from the earth and pretty like you almost can't tell what's monster and what's earth anymore. Just a few moments later from it. You know what I'm saying?
All right, nobody touch any flowers. Can I lay hands on Rathor? Are the petals settled down?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, they're no longer obfuscating anyone's sight or anything. Yeah, you can actually. There's still the odd purple flower falling from the sky from how they got launched up in the air and flitted down. But yes, you can definitely heal Rathor this round and make a check.
All right, here we go. All right, adjacent, 3 dice. 3 dice.
Beautiful. Thanks, Matt.
You got it.
So, and if you're watching at home, how we do here on Game Therapy, he's a 3rd level character, so he can roll 3 dice. But if he had been a 2nd level character, he'd roll 3 dice and keep the highest 2. And that is the DCC rule, and we live by it.
Back to full. Thanks, Matt.
Right? I mean, it's canon. As far as I'm concerned, I canonized it in X-Crawl Classics. Coming soon from.
Well, I think it's time to follow the red fairy.
Okay. So you guys start hiking after the fairy and making your way.
Yeah, maybe give some instructions to burn all those flowers.
Okay, you put somebody on get rid of that crap duty. I got that right.
We yell at it, burn that beautiful mound of flowers.
All right, gotcha.
It's Victoria's Secret. Come on.
Yeah. The that last wizard, he only ever speaks in a whisper. So he actually comes up to Kidney and he whispers very quietly in Kidney's ear. He says, "You're going to have to leave somebody else in command or in charge. I would suggest Red Charlie, but Exofa knows best."
What do I know about Red Charlie?
Red Charlie, you know what? You don't know if he's the smartest sergeant, but he's the meanest.
Oh, he's on my list. Red Charlie.
All right.
Take charge of this mess over here.
My pleasure, sir. Oh, right, you idiots! We got a water fight. Go! And he just starts. Pretty soon, he has shouted the entire camp into going over there and mounting the defense against the assault, which is indeed pouring out of the Temple of Fate, even as we speak. So, the rest of you plus Bolin, y'all are going to follow and make your way up there to, follow this fairy. All right. Yep. So, he's out of sight almost instantly. You know what I'm saying? Like he left the 2 bubbles that were flying across the air, disappeared and started making their way over there. But you guys start, you pretty much march on until you can no longer march and have to rest. We sleep for a couple of hours, eat something and keep going. And by twilight of that next day, you guys come to a village. This is a village you know well because a month ago, when they first started hiding, when you first started making your move on this place, you guys actually had a battle here, and the place is pretty much ransacked. This is Oakhurst, okay? So this is it's a small farming village that now, when you guys get to the edge of it, and it's pretty much just when you left it, it was just refugees and people trying to pick up the pieces. You know what I'm saying? But at
good times,
point,
guys.
It was, yeah, it's war. It's real ugly. I mean and it's been going on. This conflict has been going on so long. It's hard to say who's to blame anymore or who did any of this. But it's the 2 patrons at war with one another. All right, so you get up to the actual edge of Oakhurst, and here is what you see. You see that there are on the road, standing sentry are 2 humans, okay, up here, at first, they look to be, okay, except, when you guys, I'm assuming you guys are, sort of watching, you see them from a distance, there's something strange about them. You guys are about half a mile away, but you see them 2 sentries standing in the road into Oakhurst, standing stock still, each of them holding spears.
So, Brendan, before just a question: why did we pick this direction? I mean, are we following?
The ferry is leading. Yeah, the ferry
okay.
is absolutely leading you
the
guys.
ferry
Yeah.
is flying with us. Okay.
Yeah, he always is a little bit ahead of you. You're the only one that can see it, and he's sort of like,
okay.
And
So
just.
you might think I'm making this up just to get away from the battle.
We've seen weirder.
This way, guys. Oh no,
We've seen you do weirder things.
The ferry said we had to go to Switzerland. I don't know. You talk to the ferry.
Okay.
Sergeant Hulk is there.
Yeah, he wants to go in this liquor store too. Is he in charge of us, or are we in charge of him? I don't know. You tell me. So, but that is what you see.
Let's keep.
All right.
Maybe it's
So
not
what's odd about
I'm
these?
sorry, Brendan.
There's something odd
They're
about.
road or guarding a certain thing.
They are standing in the road, the main road into Whitehorse. What's odd is that they're both standing there, even though it's like, both of them are standing there absolutely stock still. They're dressed like peasants, as far as you can see. It's still, it's twilight and kind of shadowy there.
Remember
And
that
also,
the enemy wizard is an expert in illusion, so it's very possible this is some sort of illusion.
It is very true. And they have weird heads. They have got, like they have these great big oversized helmets on. You can only see the silhouettes of, but they are strange.
I know what you guys think. I think we could just forget about this, folks, and just go around. Guess the fairy won't mind. I'll ask her. Can I actually contact the fairy? Okay.
I mean, that's the best. It's more of an effect than anything else. The best thing you can do is like, although it did wake you up this morning, you had some choice words for it at that point. As it was
look. So much for the effect.
Do we get the impression from the ferry that this
guys.
village is where our destination is?
Or beyond it. Bruce, I need you to be entertaining for 1 second.
No pressure. I love it when he does this. All right, guys. Hope everybody at home tuning in, watching on Twitch is having a good time. While Brendan's gone, I'm just going to tell you that next week, whilst we're having an absolute blast in tonight's game, next week is going to be a little bit special because it is Brendan's birthday. So be here, mark it in your diaries, all that sort of thing.
I don't want any of you. I don't want any of you to worry about me. I actually had a doctor visit this week, and the doctor said that I look great for a 53-year-old, which is a shame because I'm 46. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. I'm about to be 50. It's my 50th birthday, kids. 1 week from today, and Joseph begged me to take the day off, and I said no. There's no way I would abandon my fans and all the Twitch watchers, and everyone's going to be in my game next week. So I'm going to be here along with Bruce and everybody else. So please show up for a very special episode of Game Therapy.
It usually means that you're going to talk about drugs.
Very special.
and
the new bosoms you're growing.
Exactly.
We're going to talk about my addiction.
I can quit anytime, man.
It's peach pear or it's nothing. Come on, let's be real.
That was a long way to go for a joke. Turns out, nowhere near as funny as I hoped it would be. Wow, it's so cold in my basement. I don't care. I'm rolling on. All right, so what are you guys? What are y'all gonna do?
If I was ahead, I think one of my normal routines is I'd be keeping my eyes on the group, but I'd be off the road, kind of in the shadows, trying to get ahead of everybody to see. So, and is anything about Brenda? Anything about? Because now I see you've got danger sense as part of a thief's skill or the scout skill.
Yes.
Any goblin danger sense tingling?
All right, go ahead and give me that check. Roll your base number there. So for danger sense, you actually have to. It doesn't happen to you automatically. You got to say, okay, right. I'm going to try my danger sense and see if I sense anything going on. And it works. It's not for traps. It's for ambushes and monsters and that kind of thing.
Right.
So
that should be tingling.
Also,
that should be tingling all the time around us.
I'm sensing goblins. What the hell is going on, guys?
There are humanoids. I sense orcs, hobgoblins.
Hey, what do you know?
So Bruce is
Yeah, so
nowhere
I'm
near
off
as
the
funny as
side
I
of the
thought it would
road.
be. Nowhere near. All right, what'd you get total?
And total, we got a 20. Rolled a 15 plus that 5.
Okay, there is supernatural stuff going on in here, and there's something weird about these sentries. You're sure about it, and also you're fairly certain that there are people out in the woods around this thing at a perimeter.
Yeah.
Kind of like you feel like this place is like you suddenly are like they're all over the place. These guys are just you know every place.
Then I'll be, yeah, I assume we've got some sort of hand signals, and I'll be signaling to everybody possible ambush.
All right.
You think we should head to the woods and see if we can capture one of the people out there and see what's going on, or just avoid this town entirely and try to go around, hoping that our final destination is beyond it?
Well, I think if they're in the woods and off the road, going past it, we're going to start to walk into them. So I think trying to get out and maybe capturing
Just
one of
bluff
them.
our way down the road, maybe.
Say again.
Maybe
Bruce?
just try and bluff our way down the road.
You can try it. Entirely up to you.
I mean, what do you reckon, guys? I'm just, if there's danger all around, let's.
Well, I was just thinking perhaps we could get to the danger that was closest to us. If there's someone standing right here in the woods, just head straight for them, and rather than into the middle of them.
I think that sounds good. I think they don't know yet that we are aware of. Hopefully.
So you're talking about heading straight in and just going past.
No.
Well, if
look-
there's woods all around us and there's
Yes.
people in the woods, we're just going to go left from where
Okay.
we're at, straight
Gotcha.
into the
Alright.
woods,
Yeah.
not towards the town, but into
Sure.
the woods, trying to grab one of these
I totally
possible
get it.
sentries / spies, ambushers.
Yeah, and I'll try to sneak ahead in the shadows to see if we can get a jump on them.
You got it. Go ahead and give me a sneak silently check.
Sneak silently. Oh, that's a natural 20, my friends.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice. All right, so Grin has you can see him up ahead of you guys, creeping from tree to tree, but you cannot hear him. He creeps up with all silence. Grin, you start making your way through the woods, and sure enough, you come to a corner and you look around this thing and you see somebody standing thicket. There's a woman standing there. She's got a peasant dress on. She has from here you were so silent you were able to get very, very close. She has got a very crude spear, clearly a long stick that has just been just pointed at the end of it and such. But there's a weird thing about her. Okay, as you look at her, you see that around her head her head looks to be like the head of an oversized bulldog, giant big bulldog head.
And the bulldogs.
I'm detecting a theme here, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Loves his bulldogs. Okay. I'm gonna keep you had said that they didn't hear me, but they can see the rest of the skirmishers can see me moving. So if they can see me,
I'll say they're 60 feet back or so.
okay. If they see me, I'm gonna try. Is it possible to do another form of hand signals to let them know what I'm spotting?
Sure.
Not. I don't know
I
that
will
we
What's
say-
the hand signal
yeah,
for
it's-
bulldog head?
bulldog-headed woman, but
you definitely have one for sentry. Okay.
I'm number 3.
And at this point, I will say that you can signal them right now, but in about a half an hour, it's going to be too dark for you to do it from anything closer than about 15, 20 feet. You know what I'm saying? It's twilight now.
Yep.
But for now, you can totally do it.
okay. Yeah, I'll signal a sentry, and I'm gonna start to get closer to her. I was gonna try to capture, but a bulldog head might be a different alarm system. So,
Gotcha.
but yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna signal sentry and then go down to get closer.
All right. So then, all right. So you're gonna get even closer. I will tell you what. Since you got a 20 on your last check, go ahead and make me another sneak silently, but give me a D24 check, as you are crept up silent mode.
Oh, that one's not as good. That is not as good.
Oh, boy.
You know, I'm gonna burn. Oh man, I'm gonna burn some luck with that. I rolled a 4.
4, no help. Yeah. Oh,
Yes,
I
it will
will-
be no help.
Gotcha. Yes. So I will say you're looking for a 15 here. Is your number?
Ooh. Ooh. Oof. Well, all right. Because I'll be rolling a luck die, correct? Or the thief's luck die.
Yep. Thief's luck die. Yep.
So, jeepers creepers. So let's burn. Let's see. I've got a 4. I would need 9. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna burn. And we're gonna roll. And sorry, this is my first time playing. So I'll be rolling 4d5s.
45, and you'll add
Oh, no,
your
it'd be-
total there.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, your luck die is a D5.
That's 6, 10, and 14, and 15.
Perfect. All right, so yeah, you can creep right up behind the sentry.
Have you got a dagger or a garrote or something there, man?
Oh, I got a nice little dagger handed down from my grandmother to me.
They say she was the best scout that the company ever had. That you know.
Her
All right,
Rainy
the
wind.
cook was Backstabber Stew, right?
That's her maiden name.
Every Sunday, different flavor.
Different flavor.
Dang, y'all. All right, give me an attack roll.
There we go. And we got our sis plus 1 is 7.
17.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 17 hits. Perfect.
17
Now,
hits
go ahead and,
Automatic crit, right?
yeah, give me that. It'll do, your dagger will do a D10 damage, and it's an automatic crit. 1 second.
Yep. We got 5 on damage. And
Yeah, any gamer should.
our crits. And 5 damage, 3 on the crit result.
5 damage, 3 on the crit result. Crit result level 2.
Oh, nice.
That is a clean strike to the back. Inflict plus 2d6 damage with this strike.
Yeah, that's solid.
2, 4 is 7.
Okay, so you sneak up behind and quick, give her like the quick one to the back. She like stiffens, she falls, and for a moment there's just a human head there. Like, you know, like she falls out from under the dog head, okay? And then like slowly the dog head kind of like, you know, she's just laying there. The dog at first it goes down to earth and sort of like lays over her. The whole thing dissipates as she lays there bleeding out. You have taken her out.
Nice.
And now the head's gone, and now it's just she just looks like any other peasant that you've ever seen running around from there.
I wonder if there's any way to kill the dog head and not the person.
Without magic, yes. It's clearly the control of the wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that must be his signature for. Maybe he's got them under a spell.
I need 1 second.
I should just like have like a censored bar while Brendan quickly changes shirt. I mean, he could have just like given us a show, and I could have just sort of hidden his camera from view on the stream like that. So,
Yeah, it's the beefcake. We get the beefcake in here, the viewership's going to spike up.
Oh, but you can't have nipples on Twitch terms of service.
Oh, right.
I can't.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm illegal, you know, I'm like by law in Georgia, I'm banned from showing my torso over mass media. There's a whole injunction. There was a riot last time. I don't want to get into it. Thank
Okay.
you. Yeah. All right, thanks. All right, so yeah, that sentry falls, and who knows? Who knows what the hope is? So yeah, that's a I'd have to wear patience is the only way I'm allowed to do it. So
Yeah.
you know, what can I
Little DCC pasties.
say? One is Joseph and one is Doug.
Oh, there you go.
That's not a pretty
This
mental
is
image.
Roku swag for 2021.
Just use your nunchucks, man. You just nunchuck, danglies there, just.
I'm also banned from using nunchucks in the house thanks to what I like to call the lighting fixture incident. Whoopsie schnoodles.
Yes.
So,
Well, are we aware of any other sentries in the woods? Or
this
just
is the first one. You guys went around to the left. And this is the first one that you guys came on standing picket. They were about say like 100 feet from the road. You do not see any further in there. And you don't
Okay,
see
but
anybody else.
now let's say that now we have like a clear path maybe around the whole thing to the town. Now that we cleared, right?
Yeah,
Or not?
maybe you did. Maybe you did.
where is the ferry pointing now? Maybe we can triangulate. Is it
You know
like
what? Ferry is okay. Great question. Now that you are off the road and like the ferry is still trying to get you to kind of head back into the town.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's a very like when you're on your GPS and it's
here. What do you guys think?
turn
What's the
left.
here?
Return to the route.
Yeah.
We're not already in the middle of it. So let's get in there.
Okay.
When possible.
Yeah, I just was with the body of the sentry waiting for the rest of the group to catch up, and we'll see.
We can let Grin go first. Just give him a vector there, Nacho.
You want me to keep killing more innocent ladies?
I know.
I'm sobbing here, people. I'm Alan
When did we
Alda
start
and
to-
MASH in this war thing, my friend.
When did we
It
start
wasn't
to
a
care?
chicken.
Come on.
It wasn't a chicken.
I should have made them chicken heads. That would have been funny. Although that's
Oh.
that has an entirely different connotation here in the U.S. that I'm not willing to go to.
I'm messing with my chicken.
Well, we can go around the entire town killing these innocent peasants, or
Yeah.
maybe we can try to sneak our way to the wall and get through.
Is there a wall around it? It sounds like a small
No,
little place.
but as part of the fight, when you guys got there, the forces of the Three Fates had dug a trench around the outside of it. At least like during for most of it and such. So there is a trench to get past.
We can manage that. Let's try. Now that we have a bit of a lane, let's try approaching the center of the town from this angle.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And we'll try to be
Alright.
sneaky and take it easy on the trench, just in case they filled it with something nasty.
Yeah. We'll let Grin lead the way.
All right. So,
So,
yeah,
yeah.
with Grin up front, you guys go the last, maybe 300 yards or so through the woods until you actually, sure enough, you come to the edge of this trench that has been dug around there. It's only about like 4 feet deep, maybe like 3 feet wide, but you can see that it's got sharpened wooden stakes just clustered in there. Not like dense, but like every so often there's a couple of stakes in there that are, at major places. On the far side of it, you can see that you're looking across some farmers' fields that have not been taken good care of. Right now, there are hundreds of crows that are sort of like making their way amongst your man's corn here, just like, having an actual field day.
I'll
twilight.
gesture to Grin. I assume we have we have a thing for your danger sense, and I'll go.
Yeah.
Yes. I will then
That means
stick
use your
my goblin
ability.
tongue out and wiggle it in the air.
All right.
Jazz hands. Gotcha.
Yeah. give me that danger sense check.
It's 17.
You know what? The field itself to you seems pretty cool, but there's a barn on the far side of these fields, and that's giving you the heebie-jeebies.
And when you're a goblin and you got the heebie-jeebies, that's
Yeah.
That's some GBs, my man. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Signal field is safe, but
Mm-hmm.
point towards barn.
I gotta shut the door. Be right back. Keep going.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Oh.
We can
And,
probably make our way
yeah.
across the trench and try to keep something between us and the barn. I don't know, you know.
Or
Yes,
just
I guess we
stay
don't have
stay
to go.
far away from it, maybe.
I just if there's crows in that field to it, we don't want to
And-
have
and-
them go flying up in a alarmed.
John Woo Cloud.
We jump in the field sideways.
Yeah.
Grin gives the hand signal for slow mo.
Yeah, slow mo.
Yes.
You're all just
So can we kind of stay to the right of the field, away from the barn, and
Yes.
try to kind of circle around to
right.
avoid
You're
disturbing the
going to
crows?
skirt the far edge of the field
Yep.
and avoid the farm. Okay, yeah. So you make your way through here. I mean, every once in a while, a couple of crows fly up out of there, and if someone was being super observant, they might see that, hey, there goes, that there's a little path of them as you guys sort of like make your way there. But they don't seem to be taking a whole lot of notice of you. You guys get to the edge of the field, and from here, you're now on the far side of the entire thing from a barn. There is a very, very rudimentary, like 2-plank fence that's running the whole length of it this side, apparently separating this man's field from the next man's field on the far side of this and such. There's another field over there, same situation, although looks like he's got barley, and there's just like nothing, birds, but you don't see any people, you don't see any animals.
Okay. Can we kind of zigzag our way following the ferry and just kind of generally avoiding birds and barns?
Yeah, where does the ferry want us to go, Zublug?
Ferry is still trying to take you guys into the center of Oakhurst.
Okay.
That way.
Yep. All right, so we are going to go ahead and
The
follow.
adjacent field is growing garlic?
Barley.
Barley.
Barley, okay.
We have corn and barley. We can make whiskey if we like.
Yeah.
Ocho, Ringo, Durham, Da. All right. All right. So you guys make there. Who has the lowest luck check of your crew? Better not be Tim. Who has the lowest luck die?
I'm down to 9 now.
9. Anyone got lower than a 9? All right. We'll say it's at 9. Bruce, go ahead and give me a luck check on your way into the town proper.
Nope.
Yeah. Mine was 13, so.
That's a big old no. All right.
Big no.
You're like, okay, let's make our way over there. And just as you guys come out of the sort of the edge of the field there and such, 30 feet away, coming out of the next house down are what look like to be a bunch of soldiers. They all have similar garb on that you think makes them part of the what's called a different company of mercenaries. One of the many you've seen their livery before, and it just has a weird, almost like a drama mask, like a blue face on the front of it and such. But you're not actually sure what their affiliation is. But you've seen these uniforms before in this conflict, and they always have been on the side of the three fates. There are 3 of them, and they don't look like pushovers. They look like burly, big guys. That look like
Do they have swollen bulldoggy heads?
They do not have swollen bulldoggy heads. They have regular helmets on. They have chainmail, and they've got looks like they've got hand axes and shields. So let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah.
These guys make their way out of there. They are going to be going on a rock and roll 11.
I got an 18.
18. Is that for Kidney O'Malley?
That's right.
Nice. Okay, Zublug.
10.
Grin.
We're at 16.
Okay, Lord Strum. You're muted, bro.
21.
21. Look at you.
Nice.
And Rathor.
11.
11 for Rathor. You are tied with them, and as any, if you are fans of the show, you know I always give ties to the players.
So this is a another mercenary company similar to us. They're hired and contracted to the Fates. They're not fanatical or any.
No, they aren't. Well, there are fanatics on both sides that are essentially almost like Templars, of either side. These guys seem to be just a random military company that you have come across on the battlefield before. You have seen a few live fighting and a few dead laying there, but the three of them are all you're not even sure who they're like what their designation is or who their commander is or anything like that. They're an unknown company.
They look like our counterparts, so they look like elite skirmishers.
They do look like, they've got way better than like grunt level armor and whatnot and such. So they kind of pop out. So you guys are 30 feet away. The three of them have just come out of the farmhouse adjacent to the field that you guys are coming out of, and Strum can go first.
Okay, is there any cover that I can, dodge behind after I shoot?
Yes, you can take a shot and dive back into the corn, or if you want to get prone, there's a stone there that looks like a property marker. You want to get prone, you could drop behind this small rock and actually have cover.
Okay, well, I don't think I can shoot a longbow while prone, so I'm going to just dodge back into the corn after I shoot. So deed is just to, again, I'll try to headshot this guy.
Headshot this guy. You went mute again, Tim. I'm sorry, we missed all that. One more time?
All right, 3 on the deed, 15 total to hit.
All right, 15 hits and 3 on the deed. I will say it as a headshot. Go ahead and give me damage.
All right, so that is 6 total.
Okay, he is still up. I am going to go ahead. You got a 3 on the deed, so I am going to go ahead and give this guy a fortitude save to resist. If he fails it, he's going to be stunned for a round. Here comes that save. He is, I don't even have to look that up. He's going to not make that one. So the guy that just got injured will be stunned for 1 round as you kind of hit him in the temple. It drags like a bloody, nasty furrow across his head, and he clearly looks disoriented. Almost like a guy that just got shot in the head with an arrow out in the field. So, there you go. So it's Kidney and then Grin.
All right, Kidney's going to take the holy symbol off of his chest. It's on a chain, attach it to his club, and then he's casting Divine Symbol, and he's going to use his holy symbol as a weapon there.
Heck yeah. I want to see you do it.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's a 24 total. So 3d6 rounds worth of holy symbol action here.
Cool.
And then I'll just I'll go ahead and move a little bit closer so that
you can get toe to toe with him.
All right, I'll get toe to toe. I'm going to stand right up next to him. Then.
You cast your spell and charge in. Gotcha.
That's right.
All right. So it is Grin. It is your turn, my friend.
Get the short spear and run towards the closest one. Try to run him through.
No problem. Really, they're all kind of equidistant. Your choice really is the injured guy that stunned this round or one of the other two.
Oh, injured guy that stunned this round. I'm a tiny little goblin.
All of my allies get a +1 to saving throws and morale checks.
Good. Okay. Yeah, you guys are feeling the exophile love. Y'all feel just like untouchable in battle.
I got a 11.
Gotcha. All right. An 11 is going to miss. He defends somehow. You hit him in the chainmail, and he lives through it and such. It is Grin. Here's what I'm going to do with Bolin. Bolin is going to go on the last initiative of all of y'all. So this round, in this combat, he'll be going the same time as Zublug. So but this time it is time for Rathor. It's time for the Wrath.
So we've just got the one guy who's been hit so far, right?
One guy's been hit so far. He saw Grin ran over there and hit him ineffective shot to the midsection with his spear.
Okay, I am going to pick another target. The biggest
Call
of
him
them.
middle dude.
You know?
Let's go. The big dude.
The big dude. There's always a big dude, right?
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to give a mighty battle cry with an attempt to to rally my compatriots.
Rally crew. Hell
So
yeah.
there is a deed for that, but I don't know it off the top of my head. Do you want to?
I'll look it up. Just for fun, I'll look it up to see what is going on. But you know what?
Because that was a 5 on the deed and a 13 to hit.
See, now I got you.
Rallying maneuver. I got it.
Yep. You guys are all +1 bonus morale checks the rest of the round. And if you kill them this round, everyone will get a +1 attack bonus.
Nice.
So, that's a total of +2 on morale. I feel like I should have something scary come up right now. Just so I'll have a chance to, you know, not us, not today, sir. You know. So, but go ahead and give me that attack roll.
21 to hit. And 5 on the deed. And 11 on the damage.
Yikes. Okay, the big guy, you know, definitely go over and put like a big hit on him. He is still up, but you don't see him, you know, like, that was bad. That was real.
He ain't bragging about nothing.
No, he's not. But it is actually their turn. So, the one guy on their side, he is going to try. Okay, so, stunned guy staggers around trying to get it together. But one of the guys on their team is going to use a deed to try to counteract your deed. He basically yells, "Get it together, Mike!" And is going to try to like snap him back into reality. And depending on how well he does on his deed, I'm going to give him a chance to recover from that. Okay, so here comes. Wait. Okay. Here comes attack plus deed of. This is the big guy. Is going to try this. And he's swinging at Rathor, but he's yelling at the stunned guy and telling him to get it together. So here he gets a 1 on his attack roll and a 2 on his deed. He's like, "Get it, look good."
Intimidating is what he is.
That's right.
Probably shouldn't have been trying
Take
to
your
use
headshot
those
and keep
flails
it.
just
Take heart, my friends. Take heart.
He's tears coming from his eyes. Be brave.
He just lets out a huge burp right in the middle of his rallying cry. And
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
The
shameful
Socs
nonsense.
are in trouble.
You know what? This
Dreams
is
are
part of
in
my
fun.
problem. I design hard and roll crap, and that is a real part of my problem as doing what I do. I just don't have the dice to back up my monsters sometimes. That's some shameful nonsense right there. But let's talk about his fumble though. Let's start with that.
Discuss that.
Yeah, he misses wildly, but miraculously causes no damage. So at least that worked out. So then, Guy is still going to be stunned. The third one is going to, he is actually going to attack Grin, and he is going to, for his deed die, he is going to try to hit you in the leg and screw with your capacity to move around. Now, see, that is what I'm talking about. That's going to be a 16 with a 3 on the deed die. Does that hit?
Yes.
All right, you are going to take 4, 5. You take 5 points of damage, and you are at -5 on your movement rate until that gets healed.
That guy just earned himself a divine symbol crash.
So it's time
Kidney,
for
get in here and ring this bastard's gong.
Get it on.
he's dirty and sweet. So it is Zublug. Zublug. Let's see some. What are you
Right.
gonna do?
I was going to do something else, but I got to put that big guy out of his misery.
Big guy,
It was
gotcha.
He's
that was
already crying, so you know.
It was so embarrassing. You know,
Fight,
We're
fight,
embarrassed for you.
man.
that's what the javelin was trying to disarm him, and that will be a 16 with javelin and got plus
16 hits, and what was the total on the D die?
5.
Oh yeah, that's terrible. That's awful. Roll me some damage on that.
Yeah, the damage will be 9 total.
Yeah, he is barely up. However, his axe goes flying, actually breaks through the window of this place and lands on the interior of this house there. And he's now like, just looking like this.
Now we're gonna have his mom mad at us. Way to go, Nacho.
Right,
Broke the
so,
window.
Yeah, so Bolin's got a +1 to hit. I'm gonna say Nacho, you're gonna control Bolin this round. Who is he going after? And make that roll. What's he gonna do?
I think he's going to step up to defend Grin.
Okay, from the other guy. Gotcha. All right, gotcha.
Yes.
All right.
So
He gets
that will
plus
be
1 to hit.
straight. That will be a 10.
Total of a 10. Yeah, he cannot connect with that. Ka-ting.
It's best.
All right, that's cool. It's the top of the order. It is Lord Strum. Lord Strum, you are now hidden back there into the rushes. Now, not even coincidence, there's only one of them who's not in melee this round, who you can get a clear target at. Guess. I'll give you a hint.
The one that's already stunned?
Yeah, he.
All right.
No one charged up on him, so he's the only one you can get a clear shot on this round.
All right. I'm going to try to finish the job of the headshot. So let's see. Here we go.
Second headshot.
Oh,
Gotcha.
all right. So got a 5 on the deed and
Nice.
a 12 on the D20, so that's a 17 total to hit.
Yeah, well, that will be a hit, and roll me some damage with that 5 and the deed there. That's just gross.
All right. So that is 7 damage.
7 damage, you say?
Yep.
Sorry, I'm responding to the Twitch stuff. So, and you got a 5 on the D die. Man, that's terrible. All right, I'm going to say that while he is still alive, he is unconscious. He's still like you don't think he's dead. Wasn't that kind of a hit, but like it's sticking out of his head though. Like it's definitely in the bone. And he first falls to his knees and tries to get it out, and then he just like goes over.
Falls over.
He's hanging onto it, so it's like up in the air and trying to he tries to get it for a minute, and then he's
Now
now
the
he's just laying
best
there.
emergency room visit ever for this.
Got these arrows in my head. What do I do?
Hey, what time did you get off? I know this is weird, but I don't know. I feel a connection here. Ow!
Oh man! Don't ever hit on the nurses, man.
They never appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So, although, I'm gonna leave that joke out of that. You know what? I think I just passed a test by not saying that joke that came to my mind. Level up. All right.
We're getting older.
I know, right? No, learning how to do stuff on Twitch. That's the test.
That's
You know what I mean?
crucial.
That's
I already clearly don't know how to act. Clearly. So it's Kidney O'Malley. Kidney, you are in there ready for some symbolic damage.
It's time for the divine symbol crash. I'm going for the one on Grin. I'm going to whirl around my holy symbol like a flail, and then I'm going to try to chop his head off with it here.
All right, give me that check.
All right. So I rolled a natural 1.
why did you kill it?
So that's
Well,
yeah.
I got some bad news. Guess who's going to be next to the arrow guy at the ER? No, I'm kidding. Give me your check though on that fumble check, please.
All right. Let's see.
Don't
What's
forget
my fumble die?
Don't forget to subtract your luck modifier if you have one from your fumble check. People forget that all the time.
Right. No, I do have a bonus there. I'm wearing chainmail. What's my fumble die?
D8. Is that right now?
D12 is what mine is.
D12.
All right.
Whoops.
So that's a 4 because I rolled a 5.
Cool. All right. So on a 4, your weapon is damaged. Oh, bad scene. So you wrapped your holy symbol around the club.
Yeah.
And you take a swing and it just comes unwrapped and it flies across the field there. You can get it, but right now you have a regular club and a holy magic symbol like 30 feet away doing you zero good this round. Whoa!
Bad scene.
All right,
Bad scene.
Yeah, it's not, what are you going to do? There you go. But
Yeah, I didn't kill Grin because I rolled an 11 on damage there.
I mean, that's
Yeah, but
I think just that is an
what's
accomplishment.
Private? But what's Private Bolin gonna think?
I know, right?
It's just-
He's gonna wonder if he's in the right group.
ignore that.
How do I get out of this chicken crap outfit?
I meant to do that. Nobody panic.
Okay. All right. So speaking of Grin, it is your turn, cousin. So you got the big guy is in front of you. No help so far. He hit you last round. And he looks like he's about to do it again. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Well, I won't like that, so I'm gonna give him more spear to the
More
gut.
spear.
This time will be so much better because I rolled a 4, and yeah. So I think I'm hitting him with the wrong end of my spear.
Ah!
Yeah, I think that's what's doing it. This wooden blunty end doesn't seem to pierce. So next time I'm gonna give it another.
It's a hand-me-down spear. All the markings are worn off of it.
Yeah.
Two generations ago, it said point towards enemy with an arrow. Now, what the hell do you even? How do you supposed to? You're not an engineer, okay?
Well, the words wore out. Now it just says.
I shouldn't have listened to that milkman who my mom liked.
That's all that's left. Everything.
Whatever, Todd. You're not my dad. Stupid spear.
He just thought he'd come out of the Black Drum Legion and spread himself around a bit. Father Ted action there. Father Ted action, y'all. All right, so so that didn't work out, but that's okay though. You know why? Because Rathor is about to give somebody the bizwax. Rathor, the guy, you're in front of the big dude now, who looks like he's really looking bad this round. But what are you gonna do?
I'm going to sweep my two-handed sword across his legs to try and put him down. I mean, hopefully we'll finish him with this, but worst case,
gotcha.
he's down and not much of a
for a
threat.
knockdown shot. Gotcha.
Yeah, okay. So that's a 17 to hit, but just a 1 on the deed.
Okay, so you're going to hit, but you're not going to do any. He doesn't get knocked down. So just go ahead and give me your damage and such.
8 points of damage.
I take that back.
He is there.
Yeah, he
Sweet.
Turns out the harder they come, the harder they do fall. He falls backwards, staggers, and lands kind of like laying over the threshold of this house that you guys are fighting out in front of. And he eats it down there. That's terrible for him. But there you go. So it is their turn. Okay, unconscious guy is going to still be unconscious. That one that's in front of Grin is going to once again come back at Grin. For his die this time, for his deed, he is going to try to gouge your eye out with the end of his spear and blind you with it. Here it comes. So I am going to get a 17, but I only got a 2 on the deed die. So he is going to not get that in, but he is going to go ahead and get that. So it's a die 6 plus 3 for a 5 points of damage. He stabs you with that, and that is as they say that. So and then the other guy, again, still laying there this round and helping nobody out. So what is Zublug and then Bolin? And Tim, why don't you do Bolin this round? So Zublug, you're up first. What are you going to do, cousin?
I think we're going to charge with the spear just to get him away from our scout. All right, here we go. Oh, that's terrible. I mean, he has got some sort of aura around him or something. So that's a 6. I mean, he can do anything with that.
All right.
Your dice are polluting ours, man.
What?
Yeah. He whips around and blocks. At the same time comes the counter strike on next round. This guy is way better than he has any right to be.
Can we ask him if he wants to be a new leader of a Black Drum Legion? We are down one, and we could use a promotion.
Hiring, you know what I mean? Hey, listen, we have dental.
Yeah, to be a captain, just quit. Hold on a second.
Look at my Orcish teeth.
You like flowers? We got a mound of flowers back there.
Yeah. I mean, you don't exactly have dental. You have one sadist with a pair of pliers. But, I mean, it's almost like he dabbles. He dabbles in dentistry when he's not.
That's a Cadillac plan in this day and age. Come on.
Dedicated professional.
Absolutely.
Yeah. How is Bolin?
Oh, yeah, they got to go.
Oh, Bolin, come on. It's your time.
Tim,
all right. Bolin rolls a natural
17.
17?
Okay, so 18 total.
How much damage with that, man? He just broke this guy's streak.
5.
Oof. Bolin breaks the seal.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, man, that's actually that's total of a 6 plus 1. So he stabs this guy with a spear. He's still up, but fight continues. Speaking of Tim, Lord Strum, you're up, bro.
Okay, can I get a clear shot on that guy that Bolin just hit, or are they all in there?
I'll tell
There's
you
like
what.
3 of
If
us
you
on
want
it,
to, if you want to make a clear shot your deed, okay. I
Sure.
will say if you get a 3 in your deed, even if you miss, I will reduce your number on hitting somebody else. And if you get a
Okay.
4 in your deed, even if you miss, I'll say it goes right past them and doesn't hit anybody else.
Okay, so I got a 3 on the deed, and I rolled a 9, so that's like a 12 to hit.
Yeah, you're looking at a 15 here. So roll me that D16.
Actually, I didn't add my bonus because I get a bonus on top of the deed. So yes,
Did
it is
not
15
add
straight up.
his bonus. 15 straight up. See, that's what I like. Part 2, he actually hit. So yeah, go ahead and give me damage in that their attack there, my friend.
All right, so that is 2 plus the 3 deed, 5.
Okay, so here's what happens. Like, if Bolin wasn't asking if he was in the wrong group before, an arrow just came out under his arm and hit this guy. He like looks back over at you like, but I mean, and then he looks back at dude who now has an arrow in him. He's like, oh my god, just like in awe of that.
He looks back and I just
yeah. Well, you still miss, but it just bounces off dude's armor, and he's like, "What the hell? That's amazing." So, fight is going to continue. Oh no, 15, and you did damage.
Yeah, 15. I
Yeah,
hit.
yeah, sorry. Yeah, it hits him. He takes damage and whatever and such, and like he is still up, but like now he's freaked. So it is Kidney O'Malley, separated from your holy symbol.
That never stopped me before. I'm gonna smack him with my club,
Gonna smack him with a club. Give me that number.
and that is 18 to hit,
Boom, baby. Boom.
doing D4 plus 1.
All right.
2 points of damage.
Yeah, he is still up, but you hit him in the noggin with that thing. If it wasn't for his helmet, you think you would have like cracked his skull. He had a helmet. He's still up. That's cool though. But it is Grin and then Rathor.
Right. F this stupid spear Todd gave me, and we're gonna take this dagger and go to town on him.
Gotcha.
Shiv fight. This dagger stabbed a young innocent woman in the back, my friend. Get ready. To
To be fair, she looks like a
laugh
bulldog.
to laugh at it. Yeah, to be fair, she was a real dog.
If she had been like an Alabama roll tide, I would have been okay. But a bulldog, come on now, that's
Yeah,
terrible.
come on.
All right, guys, come on, that's good stuff. That's solid.
I'm there. It's just that my dice didn't roll very well, and this time I rolled a 5.
Yeah, 5. That's gonna be a
Not
miss.
burning any luck on that thing.
Nah, I got you. All right, you go for that attack. You do not get it. It is time for the Wrath of Rathor.
I'll try to make a little room for the two-handed sword to come through.
Yeah.
Just back up.
I'm going to finish this guy.
Show us.
But just
Show
in
us
case
the
I
way.
don't, I will bellow yet another rallying war cry to assist my
There we go.
friends, just in case.
Gotcha.
In case morale's an issue.
Ooh, well, okay, it was only 2 on the deed, so perhaps I didn't bellow quite right. That is
It's just like,
19, 20, it's 21 on the 2 hits, and it is 3, 4, 5, 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. No, that does it. That's perfect. All right, so Rathor sits in it, just goes over there and stabs him. He was really distracted. He was literally getting ready to hit Grin one more time. Rathor comes in, stabs him on the side. He goes down. Kaboosh. You guys have carried the day, and there are the low number of just. There's one left. He is alive, but he is laying there with blood pulsing out of his head and an arrow sitting over there.
I'll let Grin finish him off. Do we want to loot these guys or?
I don't know. Do you want to
got
take
some-
prisoners? Do we want to?
Yeah, that's true. It might be worth trying to question him if he has any.
Yeah.
something
Maybe
to
they
say.
saw the wizard flying around, but I'm not sure he's going to remember anything
You
now.
can tell us some passwords.
He's probably going to know more than the peasants who were taken.
What
over
he
by
could remember with
robots.
that arrow in his head.
Well, I
What
can heal
are
him.
you talking about?
He's like, I like to sing about the moon and the
Springer.
I got to
I
sing
like the singer.
I'll heal him, but leave the arrow in his head so that we've got leverage.
It's like literally hold him by the arrow.
Yeah, right.
Wrong for that.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go.
give me that heal check. That's so
All right.
funny.
I have to go get my divine holy symbol first, but I'll do that.
All right, yeah.
I'll run and
Don't
go.
be- I was-
Poland, go get the symbol.
I was
I got
runs over
a
there.
21.
Kind of presents it.
Yeah. How dare
What's
you
his
for
alignment?
questioning
What's
our
his
swag.
alignment?
21. He is neutral.
All right, so 3 dice. He gets 3 dice of healing back.
Gotcha. Okay, so here's what happens. He kind of comes to off that like, oh my god. And he like looks over at you guys and he's like, I surrender.
Hey, he's a smart one.
Any chance for a? Jeez, ow!
Don't do that. Don't.
No. All right. Hey, I got a dagger in my boot. I don't want any problems. Come on, guys.
It's
Hey,
worse if you take it out.
Grin, that's your dagger. You
Yep.
can have his
I
dagger.
can't
The
leave
dagger
it.
at the boot.
Yeah, all right. Grin, you get his dagger. He's got a nice one. Maybe this will be the next family heirloom that you pass down. To your, you know.
I'm gonna give this to my
This is the
illegitimate
dagger
child.
from my defeated opponent that I never hit.
Who's got questions?
Grin gets like puts like a mailman hat on and grabs some milk. 2 bottles of milk.
Right back,
Hello,
boys.
ladies.
Who's got questions for the chump?
All right, he's like, okay, can I get a little water? Can I have my hands down? I got no weapons. You good? Put them down.
Sure. Password.
He sits out there splayed leg and puts his hands behind him like he knows you guys have got him if you want him. So he's like,
Yeah.
Black Drum?
That's
Yeah.
us. Who are you, the laughing mask people?
Friends of Lord Bluestone?
Friends of Lord Bluestone. Nice. Very
You
catchy.
never heard of us? I know.
No.
I mean, we're no Black Drum.
I've seen a bunch
Legion,
of your dead on the battlefield, but I've never actually met you.
but everyone was a brave soul, I guess. What can I say? I mean,
All right. Well,
I observe this conversation from afar and then get in and kick his face.
No. Guys.
Just to set a little bit, what's the... Yeah, we're not like at the
He's got
same...
an
Well,
arrow
hey,
sticking
Let
Sorry.
hey,
us
you,
know.
want,
I'm
you want some
not
bad
yet
cop,
familiar with the
buddy?
fun
You want
judgment.
He's got a
bad cop?
handle on this, so we don't have to do that, all right?
see,
Oh,
this is
I thought we were doing bad cop. Sorry.
This is
Sorry.
why we don't have orcs in our or any other things and such. God.
Easy.
Rathor makes a show of holding Zublog back.
Oh,
Gotcha. He's
Yeah.
the wild one.
all right.
All right.
Tell us
Mask-
something we want to know.
Yes, Dancing Mask Boy. Tell us where the wizards hold up.
Yeah.
He came back in last night. He's actually down at the. He's taken over the inn. He's got some of his weird magic illusioned glamored guard standing out in front of it. You got to be careful of them. If one starts barking, they all start barking, and then they'll know that you guys are here. So that's it. So Black Company, huh? I heard y'all have a dentist. What do you say?
It's a dentist per se. He's
Oh.
getting better.
Is there a password to get in?
He's like, no, but he takes his tabard off and he hands it over to you guys.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
there's
we
more
gotta
of us
check
in
Good
town.
idea.
tabards. Any more tabards around? You got any more people here?
Yes.
Okay, where?
I mean, some on patrol, some are going to be asleep. I got night guys. There's only a total of 20 of us here. So
Okay.
he looks down. He's like, I guess 18 now. Ugh.
Yeah.
I can't believe you guys killed Big Terry.
Yeah, he went down quite easily. So, a question. Is there any way for us to unglamour these folks? Have you seen any weakness in this illusion?
I don't know.
That's not his area of
That
expertise.
is over my pay grade there.
Do you have any? Do you have any special instructions like don't ever have salt around the wizard or don't ever have lemonade around the wizard? Do you have any special instructions like that?
Ooh, that's a good question. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Is Largo gluten free? Is he?
Right. Maybe he's on the keto or something.
Doesn't
Allergic
like
to
garlic.
peanuts.
Yeah.
Well,
shellfish.
one of my guys, he wears his amulet, and one of my guys like made to just to look at. I mean, he was just curious, and I mean, he flipped the heck out. He was screaming at him, "Don't ever touch it! Don't ever touch it!" So he's got his amulet. I don't know if that means it's worth money or what, but
All right. That might have been enough to keep you alive there.
that's good. Hey, is it enough to keep you from getting kicked in the face by an orc again? Because that would be lovely.
What?
Let's let me
Someone
talk.
call
Let's
me?
see what I can do.
Wait. Hold on.
Right.
But,
Bad cop has
I
arrived.
think can we safely stash this guy somewhere?
Yeah, I think we can tie him up and put him back in the house they just came out of.
Okay.
What?
Sure. They got a bed in there. How about you tie me up there and leave some water nearby? That'd be great.
Yeah, we can leave even maybe, some roast pork and, maybe you can call some.
Some cherries.
Do you want some
I would do
avocado
it-
toast? A latte? What do you want?
If it's in the offing, gosh, come on, man. I don't turn down a meal or a dart, never.
Let's tie him up real good, not in the
Yeah.
bed somewhere, and I'll give him some of my water.
So you're a princess. What's your name there, Being?
Being.
Don't worry about who I am. Just remember that the mercy of Exopha, the Snatcher, is the only thing that's kept you alive this far.
Exifos, Snatcher. Got it. Thank you. He kind of looks up. Any chance for? No. Okay.
I don't know.
What's
What do you
weird?
guys think?
I can feel where it's healed around it.
Yeah.
Maybe
I-
we just cut off the shaft so it's less clumsy.
Yeah,
Let's-
at
You know
least
what
it's
I mean?
not wiggling.
That's going to hurt
Yeah.
a little bit, but,
Yeah.
just cut the shaft off.
That's right.
That's a good idea.
We've got
Yeah.
the big sword,
But-
Rathor.
So he's
If
got
you
to
join the black-
remember us by,
If you
right?
join the Black Drum, that's your new nickname, Shaft.
Yeah.
This
Everybody's
is
got
more-
to have a snappy nickname,
All right.
That'll work. Let's do that.
I gotta tell you, it is not easy for a fellow like me to not sing those lyrics instantly upon hearing them. Wow.
Shut your mouth.
Damn right.
Hey, I'm talking about Shaft, okay?
That's right.
All right.
All right.
So let's. What do you guys think? Once we've dealt with him and we're not talking in front of him anymore, what do you guys think? Just try to sneak up to the inn? I mean, it sounds like there's going to be a bunch of barky dogs there. It sounds like we know what to shoot at once we get close. We try to take that amulet off him. But
Yep. I think we head straight for the inn, and we'll just have to see if we can have Grin take out one of the.
Yeah, we have three tabards, if you recall, so we can.
Yeah, and we
Yeah,
can
and I
use the
mean-
tabards to
Three.
get close.
That's I was thinking. Like, if we got the tabards on the rest of the his company wouldn't want us because it sounds like they're only human based, but
Yep.
maybe the sentries are just meant to recognize the tabard itself.
Right. That sounds
Mhm.
good.
So
And then you could just be sneaky and not be seen. So that means that's 3 out of the 4 remaining ones that have the. And maybe we have Lord Strum kind of keeping his distance anyway because he likes to shoot from the
Yep,
distance.
I was
anyway.
just
Yeah, I'm
I was just going to say I can cover you.
All right. So
Okay,
that's Rathor,
good.
Sydney, and Zublug wearing tabards.
Mhm.
That's
Right.
Lord Strum gonna hang back, and Grin gonna
Bolin
get
is-
close with subtlety.
Oh, before I forget, I left my javelin back at the side. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to scoop arrows from these.
Yeah,
following folks.
and also
Any-
I check with the prisoner, right, just to see if he's comfortable.
Yeah.
right. Hold it.
Oh,
Wait
no.
a second. Zub. Wait. Oh no.
I'd rather we dealt honorably with prisoners. That's my.
Yes. That's how we.
Remember
That's
the
how
Punjab
some of
Convention.
us are brought into this thing.
Yeah, I was a prisoner.
I mean, look at Red.
Yeah.
Look at Rathor.
We-
Look at Rathor. And a more loyal, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Look, it worked for me. It worked for me. Maybe,
right.
we leave that little reminder. He'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a permanent reminder of a temporary mistake there, okay? Like a tattoo. Yeah. All right.
all right. Okay, cool.
Do it, guys. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, so you guys have a vague idea of where the inn is in here. You have been, like I said, you've all been here to Oakhurst before, so you have an idea of how to actually get there. So you guys are going to creep up on the inn,
Yep.
and I will say All right, I'm going to go ahead and say that you can get up to like the square where the inn is by going like alongside of buildings and such. You guys get to the edge there, so you were across the street, all of y'all in an alleyway. Okay, looking across, this is a muddy street out there and such. But yeah, sure enough, across the way there is an actual inn, and it basically just says it's the Oakhurst Arms is the thing on there and such. There's a little sign up on top of there that's like, two hands out there holding like a plate of food and a mug, you know what I mean? And standing out in front of it, sure enough, there are two men out there, big fellas. One of them must have been the blacksmith. He's huge. But both of them have these sort of like floating bulldog heads that you can see. It's almost like they're superimposed over their actual heads. The two of them are standing there absolutely stock still, not a motion on them and such. And you guys can all give me an intelligence check. D20, add your intelligence.
Yeah, prepare for disappointment.
Hey.
That's a
I got a 14.
19.
Yeah, I got 17.
I got
a 19.
I got an 18.
Yeah. You see that there is one more up on the roof. It looks like a youth, but they have a cross, and like not just any old crossbow. They got the cat out. They
Like a early and strong in the arm special there, huh?
Dude, you're just trolling for luck points for me tonight. Discworld references. Yes. Hold on.
It's not. I'm not even trying. That's just how I live my life.
Yeah,
man.
just references flow.
No. Hey, that's a geek thing, but Discworld is my absolute favorite. I'm
Right there with you, man. Right there with you.
Fully.
Well, look. So we've got Lord Strum. You can take out the guy on the bell tower, right? We got Grin can go in and or you don't have a sap, do you?
No.
Okay.
Dagger, sling, short spear.
All right. Well, then you take out the blacksmith, and then we've got Zublug's got the javelin, and I can try. Let's see. What about Rathor? Do you have some sort of ranged weapon?
Oh my god.
A two-handed sword.
Two-handed sword you can throw.
I mean, I can throw my spear or my dagger, I guess, but I don't range.
I'm not
is
real good
my
with that
thing.
stuff. I can try a flaming hands from across the street. So,
I will say you're probably out of range for that. I mean, you're looking at it being like,
it's like 15 feet. So I might actually. But if I'm wearing the blue tabard, I could walk across, stop in the middle, and then once stuff starts.
Exactly. Yeah, I think we can take advantage of that.
So
Rathor.
who's wearing a tabard? Matt?
Why don't we stride out halfway across, let the ranged stuff happen, and then go melee?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Listen to the human.
And let's act like we're not even looking at them. We're walking across, but we're like pointing down the street.
Kidding.
Okay.
That's what we need for these dogmen.
Yeah. If only we had a
sort of
wizard with a cat.
Yeah.
Cat familiar or something.
All right, but that sounds good. Both Rathor and Kidney will walk across about halfway, so we're within easy, attack distance when the time comes. Grin does his thing, Lord Strum does his thing, and Zublug, you're going to use a javelin.
Yeah, I have a better chance with the javelin, so I'll do so.
Okay, so then that's the plan.
Okay.
All right. So the three of you walk over there like you're just making your way down the street, like having a talk over stuff and such. But in the meantime, Grin, but first you have snuck up. So first, let's do that first. I want that. Give me that stealth check.
Sneaky. We got a 17 altogether.
Beautiful. All right, yeah. So you go around the side of the building, cut across the street while no one's watching, and you are right up there. Like you're behind there's a planter over there with like some, like plant. I don't know. Fern. I can't think of plant names. I can't do it all.
It's a Zucca.
It's a snake plant.
The fancy brass and fern inn.
Right. What is this? Yeah, fern. It's a fern bar. Is this the Regal Bagel? Are we here?
Dang, Three's Company reference. Y'all are bringing it today. Geeks. I'm telling you. All right. So, which is also a Great Ape reference, too, because, same guy. Get some of that. Get some grape ape. All right, so Bruce, did you guys have grape ape over there? Regal Beagle and grape ape? Is that a
Hanna-Barbera.
Hanna-Barbera.
The Laugh Olympics, you know?
Yeah.
Penelope Pit Stop. Yeah.
Yep. Oh gosh, I'm a fan. All right, so you get up over there, and then like the range people start doing range people. So Zub, you're walking across the street, you draw a javelin, and you're gonna throw it at one of these guys.
Yep.
Or are you going for the one on the roof, or the one on the one?
No, I'm gonna get the one on the roof.
Gotcha. All right. So Zub, go ahead and give me that attack roll first. It is Zublug.
Right.
We'll kick it off with him. This is a surprise round outside of initiative.
Okay. That will be a total of 19.
19. Yeah, that's a big old hit. So roll me damage on that thing. This is the guy on the left side of the door.
8 points.
Guy on the left side of the door, no more. He takes that javelin to the bread basket, and he collapses, and just for a moment the head stays in the air, and you see his face, and the head rushes down. The superimposed bulldog head rushes down to be with her body, and then fades out. So then it is time for Lord Strum. Take your shot, cousin.
Okay, so I hit the guy on the roof with a 17 total and only a 2 on the deed. Just trying to keep him quiet. So that's 5 points of damage.
Yeah, he's not going to make it from that. All right, it is up to you, Grin. It's time for it.
A little X-stabby time. And we got ourselves, let's see, is 13.
Ooh, that is exactly what you need. So go ahead and give me that damage and then the crit check for that.
Okay. All right. The damage was a 5. The crit is a 7.
Okay, 7 on table 2.
Ooh, nice.
I got it. Strike to chest grazes vital organs, inflict an additional plus 3d4 damage with this strike.
You got it with the nasty reach around, you know?
Yeah. That's my old high school name, the Nasty Reach Around.
We edit that out.
Sorry. It's just JV wrestling team is a very different.
It's like PG-13. We can do that.
Right.
So then all together it was 5, 6, it was 12.
12. Yeah. He's not making it home. God, 12? Goodness gracious.
So the original damage and then
total
D4
12.
damage.
I thought you got 12. I thought you got 12 on 3d4. I was like,
oh no.
Yeah. So sure enough, yeah. So the 3 sentries that you see there, your plan works like clockwork. That was very, very, very well done. So they all die. Now you guys have the street to yourself. It's totally quiet out there.
I'll rush over to the door that they were guarding, and Rather will be right there with me, and I'll point at the door and look at him. He's got his 2-handed sword, and I'll whip open the door.
All right. So sure enough, you guys go inside that door. Okay. You guys rush in there. So this is the big inn. There's clearly been looting that's going on. It looks like it's mostly been empty. There are a few tables and chairs that are left in here. And there's some other stuff too. You see 3 key things. One of them is Largo, who is standing there actually behind the bar right now working on something. He clearly has got, you don't know, a bunch of arcane bric-a-brac laid out around him. There are candles there. There's a book. And he's and when you guys come in, he looks just horrified, okay?
He's trying to reverse the curse. That's what he's trying to do.
Could be. Also over there by him, you see, sure enough, there's 3 Penny looking just miserable. And he is actually up against the wall, and now he has actually got multiple bubbles. There's one around his head, there's one around each of his hands, and one around his legs. And they're it looks like the bubbles are sort of keeping him first suspended in the air, but also kind of pulled in directions. You can actually see the the beginnings of like those like rippy stretch marks that people get on their shoulders when you have them in the rack. You know what I'm saying? So he's clearly being tormented. Also in here is a creature. This creature is great big. It is sort of like, if you can picture it kind of like draped over several tables, okay? To you, this looks like nothing so much as a giant octopus, but with a huge bulldog head, kind of like the other ones, sort of like superimposed over its regular head there. You know what I'm saying? And as you guys rush in, Largo is like, then he looks over at you like, at O'Malley, like he's just furious. He knows what happened and what's up, and he looks real bad. And yes, indeed, he is wearing this great big crazy amulet. It looks like the door to a church, like two doors in the front, with a little steeple on top of it, and sort of big thick chain that he's wearing and such right there. So that is what y'all see. So we are in regular. Rathor, you're the first in the door with Matt standing right behind you. So let's go ahead and get initiative. Looks like the kids are going on an 8. Bad guy.
Rathor, take the wizard and his amulet, and I'll take the octopus.
Sounds good.
Right.
I'm on an 8 with initiative.
Okay, you are on an 8. You are once again tied up with my bad guys, and y'all know what that means.
I got a modified 16.
Outstanding. Kidney O'Malley on 16.
Total of 20 for Lordstrom.
20 for Lord Strum. I should have left more space. I was like, oh, certainly no one will get higher than Kidney O'Malley.
Plus 6 doesn't take much to get to 20.
Yeah.
I know, right? It's rock and roll. Corinne, what'd you get?
7.
7. You're actually going to go behind Corinne. So you are right outside, looming over the planter with dead guy there in front of you. And Zublug.
Yes, and Zublug, I got a 6 total.
Okay. 6
And
for
I
Zublug.
cry out, Private Boland, get your sorry ass
Okay,
here.
so Bolin will also go on 6 this round, and first
Okay,
off,
almost
Marcus.
last.
Yeah, he's always going to be the last of you guys. So just how I'm playing him because he's a little random NPC. But this first round, Marcus, you go ahead and roll for Bolin this round.
Okay.
So let's go work him around. So, but first, Lord Strum. So
Okay,
Lord,
since I was
you're
across the
actually-
street,
yeah.
can I see through the door that they just opened? Can I see any of the targets inside?
Wow. Give me a luck check. Roll low.
I have failed all luck checks and have yet again failed luck check.
Oh.
Yeah. You can definitely, dude. Okay, look, I'm just saying. Okay, if it's time for promotion, you can definitely hit Rathor right in the back. Whoops. Didn't mean to be that
Is this
way.
my moment? No, I think not. I'm going to spend the turn moving up as fast as I can,
All right.
just so
You'll
that I
be
can be
able-
well positioned for
Yeah,
next
you'll
round.
be almost to the door, and next round you can breach. Okay.
Yep.
So it is Kidney. Kidney, you were also across the street.
No, we.
Oh no, that's right. You were in the middle. Yeah,
Yeah.
with the tabard. So sure enough, you. Sorry, peasant democrats. I know, right? Yeah, they had a bad time of it.
Yeah.
What are you going? War is heck. War is heck.
It's a bad scene.
It is. So, Kidney, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna try some flaming hands on the horrible creature, but I'll step in the room so that if I get if I get multiple results on the thing, I can send one of the flaming things off to the wizard as well. But I'm concentrating primarily on the big octopus.
Gotcha.
All right, so here we go. +7 on the roll. Yeah, I rolled a 19, so that's a 26 on flaming hands.
Hush your mouth.
3
That's
targets
terrible.
within range for 2d6 plus caster level points of damage.
Well, you know who that third one's supposed to be? #Rathor. No, I'm kidding. I'm giving you a hard time. That's
Hashtag
That's
invisible
terrible.
enemy that was hiding from us and didn't get announced yet.
All right, so for octopus, I do.
bartender. Ah!
Sorry, I was late.
So the octopus.
Hey guys, are we fighting?
9 for the octopus, 10 for the mute.
10 for Largo.
Largo.
Okay. All right, so here is what happens. An octopus definitely takes that damage. When the fire blast hits Largo, suddenly for a moment you see it all kind of like go around him in a very obvious bubble sphere, and it looks like he takes nothing from that. Like that doesn't seem to affect him whatever.
Okay.
But the octopus took 9 and like it's starting to undo, and it starts to bark. Arr, arr, arr. And sure enough, you hear you hear barking coming throughout the whole town at this point. Arr, 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 arr.
I'm sure that's nothing to worry about.
I mean, we'll see. All right. So it is their turn. That was Kidney. It is Rathor. Rathor, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna vault over the bar. To try and swing in some elaborate move, try and get behind the wizard and try and slash across his back, trying to take the chain that's holding his amulet out as I slash into his
all right,
his
so
back.
this is what I'm calling for. Okay, I want an agility check to get up over him, and I'm gonna call that a 15. I mean, you're literally like having to vault over the top of the bar and then go over behind him without hitting your head. You know what I'm saying?
He's got really good lighting for it though, because of the flaming.
You look great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he that's the album cover. Him like leaping out of the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is great because the landing wasn't quite as elegant, but the jump looked really good. Okay, so I didn't make the agility check.
Right. So instead, you sort of like wind up. Did you really fail it, or did you just kind of fail it?
No, I just got. I've got no mod, so that was just a 9.
All right, yeah. So you land behind the bar next to him, not behind him like you were hoping for.
All right. So I'm still gonna swing at him with the sword, and the deed is a 4. It's only a 7 on the attack. 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 14.
14 is you bounce off the bubble. It's close though.
I got a point of luck that you gave me.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Spend it
bring
for
that,
him?
maybe.
Oh, are you a thief these days? Did I check? Did I?
Oh, come on.
I ain't giving you half.
I will
You ain't
burn
Muhammad.
another point of luck. I have
There
no
you
problem
go.
with burning. I mean, what's another point having burnt? Yeah.
At this point, yeah, 15 hits. He's still the bubble gives him some protection from the actual damage, but it does connect. So go ahead and give me your total damage.
And he got a 4 on the sever the amulet deed.
So did
Oh
the,
yeah,
did
and
the chain
that thing
go?
hits the ground, ka-dink, and he's like, yeah. So
15 on the damage.
okay, that's hilarious. All
That's
right,
a lot for a little wizard boy.
So here is what happens. Yeah, like even with this thing absorbing some of that was not great for him. That was a bad moment. The amulet hits the ground, and when it does, all this he looks down at that in horror. Okay, and give me an intelligence check for Rathor, real quick.
He is not known. Oh, wow, that was a 12.
Okay, so when he looks down at it and looks back up, and when he does, he looks a little grayer than he did just a minute ago. He looks like a little bit more gray around the mouth, and like his beard and everything, and maybe just a little grayer. What do you think?
Maybe like 50 years old.
Wow!
How dare you? I just turned 50 myself.
Welcome to the party, pal.
All of a sudden, you guys hear this sound?
From nowhere.
Here comes
Shaft comes through and runs a javelin through Zeblock.
Not
Bad
Shaft.
cop my ass.
Not Shaft, Graham. Not Shaft.
Okay.
Yeah, he's looking a
He's
little
not
bit
standing
more
up.
like 50.
Okay.
No, that was hilarious. All right, so he looks down at that thing, very upset that this thing has fallen off of him. He has taken some damage from that, but not like you'd have liked. And you put a big chip on that bubble. Sorry. Oh. Sorry, I very nearly sneezed on camera. You put a big chip in that, like, you can actually see sort of cracks running around that bubble that's around him. But he is still up and in this. So, that was awesome. It was a great opener there. And that is Lord Strum, that is Kidney, that is Rathor. It is their turn. For them, I wrote guys. I was like, who the heck is guys? So, with you back there, Rathor, and him unable to talk, that sucks for him. He only has really one thing he can do. He goes into his gear and he comes out with this weird looking stick. It's not like a wand. It's just like it's curvy. It's got branch things off it, but it's been very carefully wrapped all the way around with like little bits of string in different colors and such. He kind of like points it at you. Go ahead and give me that reflex save. Looking for a 14 or better.
16, just checking the mod, but I'm pretty sure it's good. Yeah.
Gotcha.
17.
Okay. So just for a sec, like he throws like you see this bubble comes out of it and comes at you and nearly envelops you, but you dodge out of the way and it sort of grows huge and large where you would have been for a minute and contracts and disappears. So that does not work for him. And then he would also run, but you would hit him. So he's not going to do that. So he's looking pretty dismayed this time. That was his chance with the go. But then the creature goes. So it actually has 2 action dice this round. So here comes an attack over a Kidney O'Malley. Hey, how about a 19, Mr. Kidney?
Oh.
Yeah. That's a hit.
Okay, so you are going to take 7 points of damage, and please give me a strength check. Oh, you're not going to win. You just tell me how you did, because my first nat 20 of the night, I finally get it on a strength check.
I got a dirty 20.
Yeah.
I rolled a 19. I got a +1.
It ain't dirty enough, cousin. So
All
this
right.
thing wraps you up. It gets a free grab on you. And
How about if I spend a point of luck and get a 21?
If you want to spend a couple of points of luck and give me a 26.
To get it to a 26? Okay, no.
Yeah, I got a size modifier, cousin.
Oh,
It's
that's
actually
good.
even higher than that. I'm realizing now I didn't calculate that right. You would reel into 30. I forgot the
That's
size
all right.
modifier.
That's all right. He just wants a hug. That's all it is.
He just, just a little bit. He's got 8 arms to hold you.
Yeah.
All right. And then who else is in there? He can't reach Rathor. Rathor is too far away. Has anybody else actually gotten inside here yet? No, you guys are all outside. Well, I got bad news for you.
And
he
Bolin should be there as well.
Yeah, so he has got an increased die to grab Matt with the other hand, because Matt is already grabbed with the 1. Yeah, man, he's definitely going to get you with that. And you will take an additional 7 points of damage.
All right, it's not looking good.
Yeah.
All right.
Where are you at in hit points?
I'm in the middle of. Oh, I'm at 5.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it is time for Grin to come and do his Grin thing. So
Grin thing. I'm gonna. Since I was coming from the outside, I wanted to sneak in, hide in the shadows, and get behind this, Largo.
You can get behind
So-
Largo, but he's behind the bar. I'm gonna say it's gonna be at least 2 rounds of creeping to get there back behind him. I will say if you, yeah, at least 2. You have to go a little bit, but you can do it though. So give me that sneak check to get you inside there.
Oh god. Not bad. 15.
15, that's cool. That's what you need. So yeah, with a 15, you kind of like come in there and you're like low, like around the table. So you get to the point where you can see Largo and Rathor behind the bar, doing gosh knows whatever, pointing sticks and whatnot and such. But over here on this side, you can see where this, bulldog-headed octopi has got Kidney, and it's got him like in 2 things, and it's just wrenching him, and you don't know how much longer the kid's got.
Yeah.
So that's not
Yeah, I'm
great.
getting over there.
Gotcha. So it is a Zublug and then Volum.
Okay, so I have to rush also to the building itself. Do I see Rather's back too?
No, Rather at this point, Rather is behind the thing. So
yeah, no, just kidding. I rush up to the window. There's probably a window, so I don't have to. Yeah, and from there I throw the javelin so to try to get one of the tentacles free and.
From outside, I like it. All right, so I'm gonna give him some cover from that. That you got a bump to his armor class. You throw it in through a window.
Okay. Okay. I just.
I'm saying I'm talking about like a +1 on his AC. +1.
Okay. Now, I'm just saying from outside because I was assuming I cannot go all the way inside. Can I go inside?
You could go inside and throw it from the like you can't make it all to him, but you could make for your move action. You could get inside and then throw it.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I was assuming that I could not go all the way.
No, you can totally.
Okay, so I will do that. I will just
You rush inside and then
crying the name of my orc city or whatever. And
gotcha. Cleveland.
I'll duck.
Okay. Oh yeah, there's some chance I might hit.
Don't worry about it. Take the shot. Take the shot.
He's yelling, "Take
the shot!"
All right. Oh my goodness, a 5. I mean, I don't even get close.
That's not good. So go ahead and roll me that attack roll again. Same deed die.
No.
Numbers. Numbers.
No. How much armor class does this guy have?
Matt, we got 15? Yeah.
10 points of luck. I cannot burn that.
Wait, to hit the monster?
Yeah.
Ooh, my dog. I'll let it stand. He jumps in. John Woo! Doves fly
Hell
up.
of a war cry.
Yeah, he slips on a banana peel, but then is corrected by a parrot that flies in.
Yeah.
Those crows come flying off this thing.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And so with the +10, what does that make your deed die?
No, the D die was just a 1.
Oh, okay, so it's a hit. All right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, maybe that was not okay. Yeah, because
it'll add to the octo damage.
Yeah. So, does that work? In this?
Yeah. I've got that's. You know what? If rules as written, you could add you could add luck points to any roll. So I have no problem with you adding.
Okay,
it to your,
so that will go into the D die then. Does that work?
All right.
Yeah, wait. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So what's the total then? Is it an 11?
Yes, exactly.
All right. Gotcha.
And the D goes off.
Yeah. So all right. So here it goes. So give me that total damage.
Yeah, total damage would be 5 plus the deed. So if I add it to the deed, I add the total down, the total deed, right? So that would be 16.
Nice.
But the next thing that just falls from anywhere is just going to fall flat on my head because I got a luck of 1 right now.
Dude, smash cut back to the camp. These guys are in Zublug's tent. Hey man, he's not gonna need this.
Yeah.
Hey, try that boot on. See if it fits me. Yeah, all right. Sorry, Zub. All right, so that was a huge hit and the highest D die number I've ever actually seen.
True.
So, so here's what happens. So, not only does he release Kidney, but Kidney, you kind of want it rolling out of this guy's arms and across the floor, and you are free and out of range. It can't even grab you again. Like you have rolled.
Do a Kirk shoulder roll and end up on my feet, hold my holy symbol, swing it around.
All right, it's a Kirk shoulder roll though. So when he comes up, his shirt is halfway ripped up, and he has one very attractive scar across his back. One single line of weirdly magenta blood. I don't know. All right, but you're totally out of range, and he cannot get you again this round, or until you move into his range again, or if he moves, who knows? So that was awesome. Well done, dude. And yeah, bad stuff coming your way though. So and then Bolum. What's Bolum doing?
What was Bolin armed with?
Bolin has a spear.
Spear. All right. We are going to be spearing at the beast.
Go for it.
And he had a +1.
+1.
Okay, so you get a 19.
Hey, he hits, man. P.S. If he survives this, he's a first-level warrior and gets a hit die.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
If he survives this fight, this is number 3. Come on, you know.
He's got to be absolutely.
Right. You know.
And damage is going to be a 4.
4 points. Yeah, I mean he's in there doing it, you know. So there you go. He hits it. And you hear more barking from outside. But the creature is still up. So it is the top of the order, round 2. It is Lord Sturm.
Okay, so Lord Sturm hits the door, looks around, and heads over to Threepenny, and is going to try to just dagger those bubbles apart.
All right, give me a D die to get him freed up to start doing it.
All right. That's 4.
4. Okay, so he is now 2 rounds of the 3 rounds I had figured free because I knew someone was going to try something else with this. 1 more D, so if you get a 3 on your next D die, he is free.
Okay.
And he's like, oh my God, I thought I was going to die. Thank you, Strum. Thank you.
That's
Holy
Lord
crap.
Strum. Thank you, Threepenny.
Lord Strum, forever and ever. Oh my God. Jeez. So he has got you've got his legs and one of his arms free, so he's kind of hanging by one arm now and trying to get he's obviously been
Actually, speaking of which, how much luck would I have to burn to get him completely free this turn?
one more on your D die.
There you go.
All right, I'll spend it. Yeah, I mean,
I shouldn't have told you about that luck in the D die trick. Now it's gonna be, it's gonna be that's okay though. I mean it's if you had wings, you'd have magic.
Yeah, Nacho kicked the door open. I'm not gonna go through it.
All right, yeah. So you spend a luck point, and you get him free this round, and he is going to have to spend. Roll me a die 3 for Threepenny.
2.
He will have his crap together enough to actually act in 2 rounds. He's been abused and is obviously been tormented, and he's at a minus anyway on whatever else is going on. So it is Kidney and then Rathor.
All right. So how wiped out is the octopus guy? Does he look like he's on his last tentacles?
Say it. Yeah.
Come on.
He does not.
He does not.
No. And in fact, you look down at his where he got you're trying to assess how much damage he took, and you look down there at his wounds, and you actually see it almost looked like Easter hay coming out of him, like green grass pouring from these weird wounds on him and such. And suddenly the whole room smells like spring meadow, as opposed to just cheap beer and sawdust like it did 10 seconds ago.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna step. No, I'm not. I'm gonna lay on hands for myself.
All right. I'm gonna let you handle that. I only need to know about it if it's you screw up or something like that.
Okay.
So we will move on.
Or anything.
I figured. So we will move on from there. It is Rathor.
See, Rathor was all about taking out the amulet and maybe just doing some subdual damage to this guy. Putting him down, making good use of his talents. But now he's just gonna have to kill him because he's gonna have to slash away at this this shield or whatever. Unless he's looking like he's gonna submit anytime.
He didn't say he would.
That's a 10. I'm not sure that's
gonna
hit
miss.
him.
You ding off of his magical shield. Ka-wing-go.
I'll have to clear him next round then.
Yep. All right. Cool. And speaking of what, it is actually his turn. So what am I going to do this round? All right. So a lot of things are going to happen. He is going to use that thing again. All right. That same stick. He sort of uses it on himself, and it's like it renews the bubble around his body. Whomp. So it's sort of before, you would have heard it. It had been like injured clearly. So now whatever that bubble is, he sort of he uses that thing to renew it. And that is all he does this round. the creature. So Bolin is in melee range with him. Who else is in melee range with the octa thing? Nobody. Just Bolin. All right. So the
No.
yeah, man. Here comes 2d20s. I got the wrong die in my hand. Here comes 2d20s.
I mean, I might be within tentacle range. I don't know if he stretches.
Yeah,
No, he'd have to move. You guys, the power of that deed was such that not only were you freed from this thing's grasp, but you were actually like put into a safe position where he couldn't actually get you again. So
Okay.
Specifically.
Right.
So here comes B-Lam. Is a hit. And that is a hit. So yeah. So I got bad news. Yeah, he grabs Bull and it just twists him until he breaks. Like,
That's it. That's it.
Oh no!
Yeah, I mean, he's 0 level. He's a 0 level, soldier. So I mean, he doesn't get around to.
When this weather, we're gonna kill this wizard, and then we're gonna salt the earth where his bones lie. All right.
And that's what I'm talking
That's
about.
it.
I hear you.
That's for our best friend Bolin of the Mark.
Bolin of the Mark. We'll miss you, buddy. All right, and then you hear the barking from outside getting closer, and it seems like there's something almost has gotten to the door, but has not quite this round. Nobody's still outside, am I right? Everyone's in now?
Yep.
Somebody just shut the door,
Just turns the sign around.
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
Close.
Let's go up the block. They're open late. No, I'm
Gone
kidding.
fishing.
Private party. No, shirt and tie required. Arr, 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 arr.
No dogs allowed. No dogs allowed.
Or birds. The cartoon show. The cartoon show. Remember that. All right. So my sister and I used to sing that to each other all the time. No dogs allowed. Or birds. All right.
So sad.
That's. I mean, you ask me. We should be like France and have dogs everywhere. I'm with it. All right. Speaking of Grin, it's time for you to do something awesome.
Actually, I'm getting over to Largo's amulet, and I want to see what happens when I plunge this dagger into the doors of the amulet. Let's see.
Nasty as hell. All right, so you're gonna creep up there.
Yeah, I
Okay.
backstab the amulet.
I mean,
Backstab the amulet.
yeah, we're in the weird range of things here, but you can go ahead and give me an attack on it. Go for it.
It's not moving.
Yeah, it's not dodging.
It is
Yeah,
unaware
give me a
of me.
5.
Oh!
Did you really get a
give
crit?
you a what?
You really get a crit?
I got a 19. I was very close. I got a 19.
But his
That's
death,
not-
Kevin.
I'm not gonna lie and say
Auto
it
crit.
was a 19.
I appreciate you.
Yeah,
man.
it's a dirty.
No, okay, so you roll a 19. So here is what happens. You definitely hit this thing. I mean, you, like, by all rights, you should have ripped it up. But somehow you don't think that a mundane weapon is able to actually injure this thing. However, what you do is evince a look of absolute terror from the man. Ah! And, like, he's getting ready to, like, lunge for it this next round.
Hey, chunk it over here. And I'll swing
Yeah.
my divine symbol over my head.
that'll learn him. All right, so it is a Zublug.
Okay, so very carefully, I take another javelin, just making sure
Don't want to
I
accidentally
don't
prick
stick
your
myself with it or anything with luck of 1. And just hurl it at the monster. Does it have like any? It has a head or like an eye?
Great big bulldog head. Great big bulldog eye.
Okay, I'm pointing at the eye.
He looks vaguely like the Godfather.
And that's a
Make some noise before he can't refuse.
13. 13. And the D die
13 is
a
going to
4.
miss. So the total of 13 is the D4? Yeah, it's going to miss. Shaw! Yeah, you throw, it bounces off him, but he is still up and still in this fight. It is the top of the order. It is Lord Sturm and Drang.
Okay. We got a 4 on the deed, plus 14, plus 3, so like 22 to shoot these octopus. And I'm
Gotcha.
gonna headshot it. Try to
Alright.
get it in that old bulldog.
Bulldog it.
Yep. And so that is 9 points.
9 points.
Nice.
Okay, it's still up. And what you get in the D die total?
3. 3 on the D die. Yeah.
Sure. All right, he is too big for much, but I will say you were going to give him a minus on his roll to hit next round, as he is taking a shot to the head, and it's going to be a little. He's too big for it to really screw him up, but it's big enough for him to give him a minus. You hit him in the head, and he's like, and barks so loud. That was awesome. So it is Kidney, O'Malley, and then Rathor.
How far away am I from the bar? Can I get over there and smack down on the wizard or on the amulet, either one?
You can get the bar. You don't see the amulet. You don't see Zublug. Actually, the Grin. You don't know where Grin got to. But
Okay.
you can definitely, like rush the bar and attack over the top of it.
All right, in that case, I'll just attack Largo until somebody points out that I should be hitting the amulet. And I think I still have Divine Symbol because I have it for 18 rounds. So I'm going to attack.
That was 18. That's 18 combat rounds. I mean, you had to creep the city and everything and make it to the end.
Okay, so no, I don't have that.
You got tied up,
So no problem. I'll attack him with my sword then. I've got a sword with a hook on the backside so I can snatch people back.
Do it.
So just a regular roll to hit plus 3.
Regular old roll to hit.
18 to hit.
Oh, that's a hit.
All right.
Give me damage.
Plus 1. 4 points of damage.
Okay, it seems that all of that damage is absorbed by the shield, but the shield takes some damage from that. Like it's, you can see that you injured it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right, that was awesome. You're on the far side of the bar. It is Rathor.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep wailing on this guy until he goes down.
All right, do it.
15 to hit.
15 is what you need.
If I burn a point of luck, 15 is what I've got.
So he said 15 to hit.
Yeah, 15's all you need.
Yeah, no,
15
no,
hits.
I was on 14, so 14 points of damage.
Whoa.
Nice.
Okay, so Jiminy Cricket. Yeah, all right. All right, here's what
He's still
happens.
got the
okay?
shield thing, so
Yeah.
He does, but like it blocks X amount, right? So minus that, so like it's you're in the weird position of his shield still being alive. He's dead as dog crap. So so Rathor reaches through and just stabs through this thing. Ah! And like the shield takes some of that damage, but the rest of it goes through.
Wow, Rathor finally figured out to use the slow blade.
Yeah.
The slow blade penetrates the shield.
Yeah, sure. P.S. Right, time out. Have y'all seen the new trailer?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's amazing.
I thought I was gonna lose my mind.
Yes.
Yes.
They're gonna do Doom right? I couldn't
Yeah.
believe
I had to go change my shorts afterwards.
I know, right? Blew me away. Blew me
Really
away.
good. Really good.
Yeah, let's never talk about that miniseries ever again. Okay, so anyway, he goes down. Okay, and a couple of things happen. First of all, like he dies and he like lands on the inside of that shield like. And, he kind of winds up sort of like laying there at the bottom of it. It's like he got poured into a champagne glass. He's kind of there like, just sort of twisted up with his leg all up in the back and such.
Can we roll it?
Yeah, just roll
Yeah,
the body
you
back
have
to
to
the
roll
camp.
He got him.
Yeah, give him to one of the wizards to take the brain out.
Imagine what he would look like when he got there.
God.
Yeah. All right. So the squid loses that bulldog head, and now instead just has kind of a monstrous. It's not a proper squid head. It's clearly some kind of weird monster. But whatever it is, it's now like oh man. And remember that green grass smell? Oh no! Now it smells like squid ink blood stuff. Like suddenly it's like whatever and such. Also like this this round, well, it's not our turn yet, but we'll get to it. So all right. So the next round on 8, a guy comes charging in. Actually, there's 2 of them. Like bulldog heads, improvised weapons. Like the one's got like a 2x4, the one has like a hook. And as they're coming in, the bulldog fades away, and like you see these 2 peasants standing there, like with no idea what's going on. And then they see the giant octopus, and then they turn around and run away. So that has happened. The octopus is still going. So it sure enough, it actually moves up towards the back of the bar, and it is going to try to use its 2 attacks there. 1 versus kidney, and 1 versus. He can't quite get to. You know what? It's either go after kidney. I'm going to roll a die. He's either going to go after kidney, or he's going to move the other direction and go after Lordstrom and Zublug. So I'm going to roll 1, 2, 3 kidney, 4, 5, 6 Strum and Zub. Oh, 1, 2, 3. I don't know what happened. What is it about you, man? Well, here comes. First one's a 15.
That's it.
The second one's a 15 on the dice. You can only imagine how gross that is. So you are going to take. You take 16 points of damage.
That's all right. I'm still alive.
All right, and then give me a strength check.
Yeah, right. All right. Well, it's a 15.
You beat mine. He actually doesn't have you grab this round. He has hit you and kind of rended you, but he got a 4 on his check there, and even with his big old, I got a 14 with everything. Oh, for that point of luck now. But he is going to go ahead and miss. Hey, Jess, you're always welcome. I'm here for you. All right. So fight's going to continue, and like I said, the people who charged in this round, the first bulldog responders charge in, unbulldogify, which is a word, you could look it up, and then they turn around and just scram right out of there. So it is Grin, and then Zublug. So Grin, you are there, back behind the bar. What are you going to do?
Well, the wizard is gone, so I am going to remain in the shadows to get behind this octopus thing to start shanking it. I need to help my friend.
I bet the octopus doesn't know you're there.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
It does. The bulldog / octopus knew you were there, but it doesn't. So I'll let you pop up for a ranged sneak attack if you want to throw something.
Okay. I'm going to chuck this damn short spear.
Yeah.
No.
Are you kidding me, Todd, with your stupid spear?
Oh, jeez.
Damn it. Oh,
You should have used the dagger you got from the blue boy.
Yeah.
I know. I got it. I rolled a 2.
You got a 2? Oh man. So he's sitting there like fighting with O'Malley. You like, and all of a sudden this tentacle comes up like, and grabs it out of the air, throws it aside. Now he turns over at you with this big old crazy monster face, great big eyes, huge brow and such. He opens his mouth. There's another mouth inside of it.
Nice.
It's just teeth. You're looking into such an array of teeth as you've never seen before in all of your days. And he's fixing to come at you with just blood in his eyes, man. This is round. Okay, cool. And that is it's Zublug time. Zublug, what you gonna do?
I think I'm throwing a javelin at the middle of the mouth.
Oh, going for a mouth shot against the javelin. Do it.
Okay. If I miss, do I have a chance of hitting O'Malley?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll do it the
But
same.
don't worry, we'll do a luck check.
Yeah.
Mine or his?
Hey, he got one left.
I'm gonna let you figure that out there, man. Let's just see how it goes. Let's
Okay. I'm charging in with the spear then.
All right, get him.
That'll be 16,
Oh yeah.
right in the
Big
middle
time.
of the mouth.
Yeah, man, that's terrible.
Whatever.
What'd you get in the D die?
5.
Oh, that's terrible. All right, yeah. Go ahead and give me damage.
Yeah, 8 points.
8. points of rock and roll octo damage. All right, it is still up, but I'm going to say that you have injured it. He has a bite attack it can do once it has you grabbed up, and I will say he is now at a minus for that, and is on your next round, give me an extra 1d3 damage as his continues to bleed all inside. You got him in the vulnerables.
Yes.
That was terrible for him. But that's okay though. You know why? However, now he looks at Nasha with the force of a 3 luck, and he is completely forgotten about any anger he ever had at Kidney O'Malley is gone. You are his new homeboy.
Substituted.
Nothing like a throat punch to get somebody's attention. Am I right?
I know, right? That's okay though. You know why? Because it's the top of the order though, and it's Lord Strong.
Okay, so I got a 19, which is a crit for me,
nice.
plus only a 1 on the deed. So I'll do some crit stuff. Looks like I'm on table 4. If someone's got that, I'll roll a d16.
I got you.
And so
Don't forget to add your luck mod if you have a luck mod.
Yep. So it's a total of 8 on the crit table.
That's delightful. An 8 on table 4 is concussive strike, leaves foe dazed. Inflict plus 1d8 damage with a strike and make a second attack.
Make a second attack.
Make a second attack. Wow.
Double
Plus
prizes.
All right,
1d8.
Yep. So
Do that
7.
first.
Yep,
7 more points of damage.
Yep.
And then make another attack and use the same D die that you dropped for your first attack. Go ahead, roll it.
Okay, so yep, that's a total of 18 to hit. So then damage would be
Oh, look, goddamn.
5.
Yeah, man.
Plus the D die.
Yeah, that's with the D die.
Oh.
we get
Okay.
All right. Hey, man, way to do it, though. So 3 items. All right, so now it's starting to look raw. Like, after that last shot, it's starting to, like, kind of be faded back and look like it's, it's getting a little rough in there. But excellent, well done, and it's time for Kidney O'Malley. Completely off the octopus radar for the first time. You can basically do whatever you like, because he has decided that Zublug is just got to
You
go.
can take a moment
Are
to
any
heal
of our
yourself,
people
for
about to drop hit point wise? Other than me, I mean.
No, I think you're the only one that's really taken it.
Okay, I'm gonna finish him off. I'm taking him down.
Do it.
I'm stabbing the squid guy.
Well, so you do it, cousin.
Yeah, well that's a 14.
That's a close. You want to spend 2 points of luck
How
on
about
that?
this point of luck I got just sitting here? Burn
Throw
another.
it in there. And one more, yeah. And
Okay,
then
I'll
we'll be
mark
done.
out 1. All right.
All right.
All right, so that's D8 plus 1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Let's finish this sucker.
Mm.
That's a 7. That's an 8 total. And I'm going to burn another 2 points of luck to do 2 more. So call it.
No way! Oh, that's awesome. You know what? Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, man. Kidney is like he's completely getting ready to murder Zublug, and he's like, Zublug, who will save you now? And Kidney O'Malley from the back row, and just breaks it over this thing, and it lands and collapses and falls out there dead across the floor, and where it shall be a hazard to Zamboni drivers forevermore, one supposes. So, yeah, man, he goes down, and, yeah, that's well played, man. Well played.
Anybody for calamari? I love it.
The Monster Mari. So yeah, man. So, he goes down, and you guys have, Free Penny is like, heads up on you guys, and is like, guys, that was fantastic. I can't believe you just killed. You don't understand why he didn't even cast a spell. He hasn't said a word since we got here. And
he hasn't.
Awesome.
I don't know what he had on his mind, but he was into those books. But whatever happened there, that was brilliant, guys. This will all go in my
They never
report.
even asked me any questions.
Oh,
I'll just put my symbol back around my neck and just pat it, there.
I will dance at all of your weddings and be the bride if you need. Okay, that's how much love.
Never mind. Never mind.
It's
Sure.
all right.
All right, well, let's not count our blessings. We need to get out of this town.
Yeah. Well, it's weird though. As you guys so you have Free Penny, so you guys make your way out of there and such. Do we just
Bring in
leave?
the amulet.
Yeah, we'll let 3 Penny handle the amulet.
Yeah. He's
Let's roll the old boy along with us too.
Yeah, he doesn't commit. That's the only way to do it. So you guys want it rolling him the day's march to get home. He looks, and P.S. Now he's also like 100,000 years old inside his bubble. You know what I mean? By the time you guys get it there, it's got an interior blood streak all the way around.
We're just
and like.
3 times wandering monsters came up to us during the journey, took one look at that shit and said, nope, and right out of there. They said,
That's what they
I
do to
don't
their
know
filters.
what you did to the hamster in your ball, but it is messed up.
You're wrong for that. I'm out of here. You know, peace.
Noping the heck out
Roll
of
the
them.
6. All right, but yeah, you guys get it back. When you guys get back, that wound up being just like a skirmish to so the siege is still ongoing. But Red Charlie is now the new commander of that unit over there. And when you guys get back, he's like, and you put the wizard back? You actually did it? That's amazing. You guys are fantastic. What do I do? Give medals or something? I don't know. So long story short, eventually you guys hook back up with the rest of the Black Drum Legion, and a new commander is elected, and all of you guys are like looking at bonuses and the love of all of the wizards, except for Malice, who's a psychopath. But you guys did a fantastic job, and we'll go ahead and end it on that note. But thank you all so much for playing my game today. I appreciate it. And if you're watching at home, thank you all very much. It's the end of game therapy, so y'all know how we do. Everyone, take a deep breath. Exhale. In with the gaming. Out with the bullcrap. In with the gaming. Out with the bullcrap. Well done. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Tune in next week for my birthday game when we will be going. We will be. I know all you watching at home. You're like, when can the conventions open up? Next week. We are going to a convention in this game here. We are going to have some DCC celebrities. It is going to be hilarious, and I can't wait to have all of y'all there. So please tune in. Please be a part of it's my actual birthday. Please tune in and be a part of my actual birthday and such. Maybe I'll be drunk. I probably won't be drunk. I probably won't be drunk.
Much.
Looking forward to it.
All right.
Thanks for watching, folks.
Thanks,
Hit the
everybody.
follow button if you haven't already. Hit the follow button.
Yeah,
Cheers, guys.
follow, and thank you. Thank you all so much.
Cheers.
Night.
Bye all.
Cheers.